Yes. Yes.
Smart move.
So, the last time we had found our adventurers was back in Ripvale, when they had discovered and delved into the depths of the hidden passageway in an abandoned house to search the ratlings for the missing weapons and the theft that was happening within the city. You guys found the sources of weapons, treasury, and even a source of knowledge known as Captain Rat Sparrow. Before kicking the shit out of him and capturing him and killing killing most of his friends before...
And taking his hat.
He ended up taking his hat before he demanded that the other ones jumped in the river to give themselves to the Lord of Hunger. From here, you guys gave Captain Rat Sparrow to the constable. Take a good look around and went back to your wagon where Dean resides, and you guys decided to take your long rest here. After the period of time for you guys to rest came through, the sun still had risen, but the moon had still not had moved. It still stayed hanging in the sky, blazing its purple and greenish hued colors. You guys are in town, and from what the rats had been discussing, it seemed that Gromit was very concerned about his kind. The rats kept saying that he was all alone, that they weren't even sure that none of the rest of his species was to exist. With Gromit very concerned and the group willing to help, they might decide to head back to Grongtown.
They've got to be bullshitting, because there's no way they killed off an entire species of frog within a single day.
Yeah, it's been a couple.
Maybe not.
Roughly 2 days. Maybe 3 if we're stretching.
How long had the thefts been going on for, though?
Yeah, exactly.
They did say it was a while.
How has it been going on with?
Yeah, they said it was like a 2-week period or so. But I did say that there was like 50 grungs. It's not like they were in the most abundance of... They weren't this thriving species. They kind of just kept into a part of the sewers.
Maybe
think they're all
was
dead. Just that colony is that I'm concerned about.
So you guys wake up on the southeast corner of town here. And most of you are able to either get out of the caravan or the places around the caravan that you found yourself sleeping all nice and comfortably before Todd, you get shaken a little bit and by some sturdy hands, and you just hear the voice waking you up. Just, oh, hey Todd, hey buddy, I'm kind of hungry.
What do you want me to do about that?
Well, like, all this fish is kind of going bad, but like, I didn't really bring anything.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I'm personally bringing it to you.
You know, Todd, he's got a point. Now that I think about it, I'm quite hungry too. Breakfast would be good.
I'm in a barrel of fish, so I'm good.
Is it still good fish?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if you can get sick.
It's not like I can vomit anything out, honestly.
Gertie's got cooking skills. Would she be able to check to see if it was still okay?
It's slimy.
Sure, give me a survival check. See if you can find like a ration of good fish.
Congratulations. 1 out of every 8 fish are clean and edible.
Oh.
How many fish are there? 8.
7.
I almost made a big mistake and used D&D Beyond to roll for this.
Oh boy,
yeah,
don't do that
would be a
anymore.
mistake.
D&D Beyond is cursed dice.
I think Connor has to.
I mean,
Let
all
me
of
get a
Bill's
prac-
dice are cursed.
Yes, they are. Hold up. Let me get a practice roll in D&D Beyond. Let's see what my luck's gonna look like
Natural
today.
one, probably.
That's a 5. My
See?
luck's not looking great.
Yeah, don't be rolling on D&D Beyond. I really like how random my die is because I haven't rolled above a 5
You said survival
in the
check?
last 3 rolls.
Yes.
That's a 13.
Yeah, you can find a small bundle of fish that might feed all of you, just enough to tie you over, but not enough to bring continuous amounts with you if you guys were able to cook them up.
As part of my long rest, I'm going to create another tattoo.
Okay.
It's going to be silvery bark.
Okay. And it's on you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's pretty much in a pouch to whoever wants to attune to it. And
Okay.
yes, I'm going to use it on me.
Okay, you got it. So from here...
Part of my long rest, I'm gonna take suggestion instead of Crowd of Madness.
Okay. Hey, look, Todd, you got a bunch of good people around you. Even Gertrude here is looking out for everybody. Why can't you
Yes,
just be
I
a
do
nice
have a
guy?
bunch of good people.
Why can't you just
One
be a
of
nice
these
guy?
people isn't very good.
Why can't you be just a nice guy to everybody?
I try to be a nice guy to them, mostly.
What?
You heard me. I try to be a nice guy to them.
Turns to Gertie and she's like,
Oh.
do you need a hand, Gertie?
You boys better start preparing this fish if I'm gonna cook it. I'm not doing all this all by myself. You better start scaling this and getting all the bones out.
Right, I've never seen Todd been able to handle a fish as good as he could handle a woman. And Todd...
What the fuck did you just say?
He goes to grab a fish and mines his way back into the caravan to start preparing some of the good fish.
Basically, quality, man.
Just Todd sitting there, just like trying to put together what he just said. Like, was that an insult or a compliment? I don't get it.
Gertie's legitimately trying to figure out if he was being sarcastic or if he was only saying that because for some reason he thinks very highly of Todd. Either way,
it was told in a very like just monotone way, and he just walked into the van.
Does he even know what that means?
I don't think
I'm
so.
not sure he knows what that means.
What kind of women have been handling Todd?
Well, we know exactly
I-
what lunatic's been handling Todd. And I just
Look.
kind of look over at Todd.
He is a lunatic. I'm just gonna look. So we're eating fish, right? Let's let's deal with that situation first. We can unpack whatever the hell that was later at some other date that will never actually come.
Oh no, you want me to prepare this fish for you? Equivalent exchange, motherfucker. Gordy doesn't do shit for free.
We're all traveling together, though.
I said what I said. You want to eat? Talk.
I
Spill.
would spill what?
Spill the beans.
Let me guess. Dean
What's
got
the
you on your
thesis?
first date, right? He
Dean-
got you your first date somehow, and that's why you hate him so bad because she stood you up.
Was he your first date? Was he
No,
your
he was-
first date?
He was not my first date.
You can
Your
hear in the
second.
caravan just a yelp out. He wishes.
I wish we got rid of you.
He wishes he could get with me. You too soft and squishy.
I'm
Look,
not
Dean,
sure I want to picture that, and now I can't stop.
Dean, the next time you try to throw us under the bus for some bullshit that we get up to
It's a
a
caravan, not a
fucking
bus.
cop,
It's a
I
caravan.
am leaving you to him, okay?
It's a caravan,
I
not a
am
bus.
leaving you to that fate.
It's a caravan, not a bus. So,
I think
If
a
you throw
caravan
us-
implies we have more than one cart.
uh-huh.
Yeah, dumbass.
He continues
Anyways,
to prepare the
this-
fish.
Thank you, Gertie, for the fish.
Yeah, after about a half an hour of bantering, Dean comes out with some of the fish that you have found prepared, ready to cook. The heads have been cut off, a lot of the gills have been removed, a lot of the guts had been removed. And he's just like, all right, well,
Wait.
I'm not a very good chef, though.
That's okay, dear. Grandma will take care of it for you. Since you did your part. Grandma will take care of this part.
Great, he's going to roll a survival check to know if he did a very good job with what...
Okay. I mean, scaling fish and getting on all the pin bones is a pain in the ass.
He got a Dean roll, didn't he?
He didn't get the pin bones out. He got the heads off.
He hands you the fish.
Okay.
They used to be fish.
Look, I'm suspicious.
Fish. All right.
They look so they've been beheaded and descaled.
And the guts have been removed. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the pin bones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great.
There are pin bones.
Have they
Yep.
been removed from the fish,
Look.
Todd or Dean?
The what?
The pin bones.
You just pulled the meat off of that. I never had a problem at home.
Yeah, listen, like, I don't mind the crunchy part of the fish.
Dean's a half orc, right?
I thought, no,
Or-
he's human.
Oh. Why did I'm just thinking of Umari the entire time now.
Because he's big and he sounds
Yeah.
stupid doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's smart.
Just
Okay, but it increases the likelihood very much. If you told me Dean was an orc, I would not be surprised.
Listen,
Surprise me,
there's
face.
just different textures to fish, you know? Just,
Crunchy is not supposed to be one of them.
shut up.
don't you guys come from like a fishing town? I mean, why
Yes.
is this a dispute? He knows what he's talking about.
He does not know what he's talking
This is gonna be great. If Gertie
Gertie's gonna hand the fish over to Todd and be like, "Yeah, fish boy, why don't you double check your friend's work? If it doesn't work out, we'll know who to blame."
I proceed to double check his work.
with a big deep breath, give me a survival check.
Are you asking me to bite down on it?
No, you're going to search it.
No. Okay.
Look it over.
Roll.
To see how usable this is for eating.
Son of a bitch. 3.
Dean did a
Damn.
great job.
What the?
I just so happened to miss every single pin bone.
It's almost
Sure,
like
it's
you don't know
fine.
what you're looking for.
No, that's about right.
Like Dean hands off the fish and he kind of just like slaps it down on the thing and is like, yeah, that's a fish.
No.
Yep, no,
What I
that's it.
imagine is like it gets handed into his hand, and she's just like, God, why are they so slimy?
There's fish in this fish.
Yeah, of course there is. Like, what else would there be?
Well, dear, how does it look? Is it ready to cook?
It's fish, I guess. It's fish.
That's what I
Now,
thought.
remember,
Cook
if
it.
it didn't work out well, then that means you don't get to blame him because you double checked it.
Oh, look at Gertie.
Do I look like a fisherman?
You're dressed
Doesn't
like
matter.
one.
look like an
Actually,
ex-fisherman.
you do.
You're dressed like one, but you couldn't be one.
Oof. Dean's coming with the hard hitters today.
I didn't want to be one.
You know, Dean had a
Okay.
long night. I was worried.
Gertie will take fish and start preparing it.
I was worried
Dean
about you
tried.
guys.
Dean, you tried to give us to the popo, okay? Don't
No.
give us that you were worried about us bullshit.
All right, so you set up like a little bit of like a fire, just a little one to start the morning breakfast, which is fish.
Which is fish.
Right. Gertie, you can give me a nature or survival check for your cooking. Or unless you have like cooking, you're proficient with cooking tools, then you could use those.
I do.
Or you can make a roll with those, then you can make a roll with those.
Okay.
Isn't cooking tools just another survival check?
Yeah, that's just a survival check at that point.
But she gets like
no a proficiency though. If you're proficient, in it,
Yeah.
you get your proficiency bonus though. So I mean, I always did cooking as wisdom in my opinion.
Where I'm looking on the D&D Beyond app, where would I find that?
Just roll a die. What's your wisdom modifier?
It is a
Well,
next one.
if you
Okay.
if you
So
have
roll a die and add one.
if you
That's
have
your
cooking tools, I'll
Great.
double. If you have cooking tools, I'll double your proficiency.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so then add 3.
Okay. Let me double check. I thought sure that I had done cooking tools, but I don't be a liar.
Maybe you took thieves' tools.
Right.
Will, they added a new flippy dip for the fucking
What?
charge blade.
Ooh.
Yeah, cook utensils.
Yeah.
I have to have cook's utensils.
Okay.
Perfect.
Double proficiency and a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom, nature, or survival.
Well,
I'll let her
Survival is
just make a choice.
it essentially it's since a wisdom's neg 1. What's your intelligence there, Gertie?
Oh, what a great question. Intelligence modifier is a +1.
Okay, so then if you're able to use cooking utensils with your with your intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
then you'd have a +5 on the roll
There you go.
+5 is love that. All right.
because she's doubling your proficiency for it.
Oh shit. Okay, so I rolled an 18, and you said +5.
Mhm.
Great. So that that's not for you. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
I'm gonna say while you're cooking, you start to like sear the sides. You're able to throw out some of like because you were in Vox Hollow and you even bought like yourself like those potatoes and cooking stuff from that half elf. You're able to throw a bit of those ingredients in with it, and you're able to make something that's more even greater in value than just the fish. You're able to cook something that's very hearty and very flavorful.
Nice. Excellent. So she cooks it up. Well, okay. Now you kids remember, you didn't help get the ready. You owe Grandma a favor.
What kind of
I don't like where this is going.
Hey, Gertie, because
Am I going to be turning tricks? I don't think I want to do that.
Hey, Gertie,
Turn
because
the direction Grandma wants you to.
I mean, that's fair. You did feed me.
That's how food works.
Hey, Gertie, because
Well, you know, I'm a married man.
because I carved the fish. Do I owe you anything?
No, honey, you helped me prepare it, so you did your share.
He looks daggers down at Todd.
Todd gives no reaction. one way or the other. The amount of caring he gives is basically 0.
You just see Todd.
If you measured in a straight line to the nearest fuck, it would describe a line larger than the observable universe.
But you see Todd just takes one of his fishes that is nicely seared and grilled, takes a bite, and there's a hard crunch with it.
Oh no.
Oh, he likes the crunchy.
Yeah, he likes the crunch.
Gertie, this is perfect. This is better than perfect.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
There's just a piece of fish floating in my face, slowly bubbling away.
So, on a more progressive note, where are we going today? Are we going to go to the Grungs and make sure they're still around?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Yes.
Gromit, I hope everything's okay. If it's not, what are your plans?
Vengeance.
Vengeance, you know? I can't speak on that. I'll just put it that way. Okay. Well, I finished my food, and I don't know about you guys. Let's get this caravan going. Because that's what it's called with one card still, apparently.
Well, it's not a bus.
Yeah.
I think he's just saying that because he's implying we might get more than one cart.
I mean, I'll take more than one cart.
Yeah.
On the road again.
Okay,
So,
then.
which way do we have to go? Because I am completely out of my element here.
We have to go back.
So-
through
Yeah, so
from town we worked through, and then like a little ways past, and we have to go through that cave again. That's the best way I know, or Gromit knows.
yeah, so you remember that you were on like the other side of the bridge, to the
Yeah.
east, and that's where you came up between Ripvale and Mundrick. Or yeah. So he said, I guess Gromit suggests that you have to go east, and then you guys are going north a little bit to like a field, like a bit into the field, and that there will be a sewer grate.
So we're traveling to a sewer grate. Great. This is going to be lovely.
Great.
I mean, to be fair, Gertie, you had a wonderful time in the last sewer, right? This should be. Whew.
I mean, is it possible for you to go through and just destroy all those weird mushrooms that made Gertie nearly die? I don't think the old bird wants to run into that again.
Yeah, I'm just not going to touch anything or get anywhere near the walls. I'm actually trying to work on an apparatus to prevent myself from inhaling any toxins or to go around there. But I don't know if it's going to work out. Filter's a little hard to come by.
Hey,
The last time we were there, though, we couldn't just destroy them and have somebody up at the front getting rid of them because they're airborne. If you were to destroy them, it would just infect all of us.
I see.
What was the general range of it?
I don't remember, but it sucked. It's longer than what you think it is. And it's not just if you touch the little hairs. It's even further out.
That's weird.
No, it's just an organism that's looking to reproduce. Oh,
You know,
I just don't want to.
he might not get it.
What?
An organism that's trying to reproduce. He might not get the sentiment.
Yeah.
Evan, you were the one who was like riding this thing and like guiding it, right?
Yeah, but I'm just going in the direction of other persons. Tell me where to go. I can actually ride it. Drive it, hopefully, again.
All right. You've been doing it for a while now. Do you have proficiency in animal handling?
No.
Then I will give it to you. You've been doing it for a little while. You're getting better at it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'll go ahead and update my character sheet.
Nice.
So I'll just put that as land vehicles then.
Land vehicle.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna ride a duck?
Or animal handling. Which one were you telling me you're giving me at?
Animal
Animal
handling.
So,
Oh, okay.
That's why I was wondering about vehicles. Just like, wait a second.
I was just thinking like, yeah, I'm driving this vehicle, so that's land vehicles, right? And you're like, oh no,
Barely
animal
works.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome. You've been doing it, so you gain proficiency in it.
All right. And then I'll go ahead make a roll for it. Is that what we're doing here?
Yep, you whip the reins to the horse,
That would be a 15.
and you get going. You guys trot your way out the eastern gates and head towards the bridge as everybody else piles into the caravan. You guys probably have about an hour trip. If there's anything you guys would like to do or talk about.
An hour trip. Well, at least we're not gonna starve to death on the way there. Speaking of which, what are we doing for rations? Because like I'd imagine a sewer grate's not gonna be the most appealing for food. Except for I don't know. I mean, Gromit, you probably get. What do you eat while you're down there?
Smaller rats, bugs, fish, fruit, anything.
the
Sewer.
sewer fruit.
Thank you. I'm not the only one that was thinking that.
What does the sewer fruit look like?
It just falls from the suit from up top.
Are you sure that's fruit?
I'm pretty sure that's not fruit, mate.
No, there's fruit. People throw a lot of stuff in the garbage. That's what I mean. I don't mean, yeah, you're gross.
Oh, you see, I think sewer, and yeah, I apologize. That's my predication there.
It's a chocolate banana.
Sorry.
It's a chocolate banana.
Oh gosh.
Okay, well that's valid. I guess people will be throwing their trash in the sewer, and something's got to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I apologize, but I'm not eating sewer fruit. We
You're
should
last.
get something along the way.
Dean will probably eat it.
I'll make you eat it. You'll like
You
it.
can get bagels.
I mean,
Stop at a
You'll eat
bagel
it.
shop.
You are sewer fruit.
it's only an hour away. Let's just see how this goes. Hopefully, it's only an hour away.
Okay.
And then, what kind of terrain we going through here? Wooded area, plains-like area?
Once you cross the bridge, it goes back to the plains, where there was all the farms, like headed back towards Mundrick, the center town, and that was where it was much more just like plains and flat grasslands.
Mm-hmm.
I like it that way. Make sure you can see what's around you.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that there's nothing exactly like coming in your guys' direction that seems to be causing any more problems, or making you guys go off on a different path here. But as you guys cross the bridge, and Gromit goes ahead and directs you guys to the way of where do I have that? To the sewer grate. You guys do find one a few miles out from Mundrick in one of the plains. It's just kind of like a grass-covered grate in what seems to be almost like the middle of nowhere.
I'm just gonna say it. What are we doing with the cart and horses?
Well, we can't really do much with it.
Well, we could always leave it in the care of Dean, have Dean head back to the nearest town, or wait here on his own.
Well, if I bring it back to Munderick, the rest of the fishermen might be wondering why I took off with it.
And go to the other town.
Oh, I'll go back to Ripville.
I guess they already know you.
I offered you a job there. You could do that in the meantime. It's not too far away from where we're at.
That's true.
Or you could take it back to Munderick and explain to the fishermen that rats ran off with it.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm sure that I'm really good at like taming horses and stuff. Yeah, like of course.
Oh gosh.
I'm sure you guys will be quick anyways. Not a problem.
Yeah, if we're not back up in half a day, do what you want.
All right.
He means because we'll probably be dead.
You be dead?
No, I mean, I
Yeah.
just figured we'd be taking so long. I'm not going to tell him he's his own guy. He can do what he wants. Speak for yourself. I'm
Wow,
not
Evan, that's like so nice, man.
Look, if I spend 8 hours down in the sewer, I'm definitely going to be dead.
I just kind
I
of
want to do this as quickly as possible.
I just kind of lean into you closely and make it to where only you can hear me. It's like if there's as much corium down there as Gromit said that there might be, I might be down there for as long as I need.
You're a braver lad than I.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
No.
This is great. Is it locked? Is it liftable?
They are liftable, yes. It'd take like 2 people to move a grate, which is not such a big deal. So as you guys pry it back, the smell of the underground sewers begins to waft from the hole in the field.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
Blue.
I'm going to use one of my artificer little deals and just action and make my welder's mask kind of like come down,
Okay.
and it smells like roses. Like
All right.
to me.
To you.
Nice.
Smells like home.
Do you got
Yeah,
like
Sure does.
do you got one of those little like car trees in there that just like dangles inside?
It's in the shape of a thumbs up, though.
Right.
Nice.
Dean looks at you all and is just like, well, honestly, like I'm glad I'm not the one going in there. That place stinks.
That's right, Dean. Hold down the cart, man. Make sure nothing happens to it. Otherwise, it's on your ass.
He like looks back at himself and he's just like, yeah, that'd be a problem.
Oh, Dean never ceases to amaze me. Todd, what do you hate so much about that guy?
Yeah, don't do it. He's
Li-
pretty funny, but you know.
Literally, as you say that, I just rolled the animal handling check, and Dean goes to get on top of the carriage and slips and accidentally hits one of the horses, causing it to rear up and gallop away. As you guys see that Dean is face down in the dirt, sees that you all see him, and begins running after it as the caravan starts trotting off into the plain lands because he rolled a 3.
Why does he do the things that he does?
I
Yeah,
check
I
my
hate
pockets.
so much
Make sure,
about the
On
things
top of the
he
carrot.
chooses to be.
I just quickly kind of tap all my pockets and make sure I have everything of value to my that's on me. It's like, you got this, Dean.
I'll be back.
All right, guys. Before we think about it too hard, let's get down here. Look at
Yeah,
this,
we
I
should
swear.
get out of here.
Yeah, I jumped straight down.
Yeah.
I looped straight down.
Okay.
There's no splash.
Not by you. But
Not by you.
there's the flowing water in the center. As Gromit jumps down, he feels like the essence of feeling of home as his feet hit the water. And those of you who jumped straight in, you said, also hit this disgusting flowing sewer water.
Trick's on you. I'm coming in on the side.
Yeah, I was looking through my inventory and see if I had a rope to lower myself in.
Oh, yeah, I guess could you
How
do
far is the fall?
10 to 12 feet.
Okay, then I would just deal with it, and then I would land in it, and just be really disappointed. This is gonna take forever to get out. It better be
It's
worth
gonna
it.
take hours.
It better be worth it. Gromit, let's go save your people, if there's anything left to save.
What's going on?
Okay. Gromit, are you going to be a
Hello,
guide?
hello.
Are you going to try
Yes.
to do the guide thing again?
The best guide. Now guide everyone.
And please, for the love of all that is good, make sure we don't go near any exploding mushrooms.
Well, you'll see him. It'll be your fault if you do.
Luckily, you guys are just lucky as fuck that I actually prepared for a situation in case we come across them. So, yeah. Actually, never mind. I don't have the ability yet. This shit's not fully charged.
Okay. So you guys begin to make your way through the sewers here. You can hear like the wet dripping sounds of the water, like the moisture that comes off of the roof here. You can see and smell all the dirt and foul, disgusting things that trail through the sewers here. As you guys like put your feet through the water, or you're trying to walk on the sides of the sewer here, trying to go by, you can see the dirt infested with small bugs and worms within the water, or little patches where you can see that there was even dirty footprints that just go in all directions. It's a very disgusting, dirty place, and you can sometimes see maybe some of these fruits that go by down in the water and trickle by you for those who travel through the water. You guys
You sure that's not a sewer banana?
Look, I don't want to know. I'm not going to look close enough to it. But if you want to pick it up and examine it, you should put it in your mouth at the same time.
Damn, I don't. That's the kind of thing you suggest for Dean to do, not me.
Slow burn.
If you want to go out of your way to touch it, might as well.
I'm not gonna touch the sewer banana.
You know, it's for science.
You're the scientist.
I never said I'm a scientist.
Okay,
That's right. He
wizard
didn't.
goo man.
I am a wizard. And I know better than that shit.
You guys come to a bit of a clearing that opens up, and you can see that there's 3 tunnels ahead of you. One where there's a light trickle of water. One where there's footprints that climb the sides and the walls of the sewer. And one that just leads to a dirt path.
Yeah, I pull my pistol out. I'm getting ready.
Gromit, roll me the survival check.
It might be hard for him.
I know.
If you need one of
I'll
us
wait.
to do it for you, let us know.
Did he hear it?
He might be in the
I'll just
middle
give
of
him a
something.
minute, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He might be in
Like for some reason.
Well, I rolled a 19.
What were we rolling for?
Survival
Survive.
check.
Survival.
Yeah, you came to 3 tunnels. You're trying to decipher which one's a safe bet.
Got an 11.
Plus your survival?
Oh, sorry. I got a 12.
You see that the little river passage going straight and then the dirt passage to the east seem to be the better bets. You're not too sure which one, but the one with trickling water, probably came from the town or the riverside.
Maybe the dirt path. At least it'll smell nicer for you guys. I don't know.
One can only hope.
You don't really sound very convincing that this is the proper way to go.
Well, it's better water coverage, and if I remember, there's a waterfall in some direction, so probably it's coming this way. So we're going the right way. That way. I don't know.
Well, I got nothing based off of. Sure, let's go.
Okay. You guys
How
march.
long were you a runner before you came up to the surface?
Longer than you.
Fair.
Got him.
This whole group is so full of sass.
He's having people questioning him.
So as you guys begin to traverse to the east side, what is the marching order?
I'm right behind Gromit because he's leading the way.
Okay.
I'm behind both Gertrude and Bituminous.
So you're
Gertie
at the-
wants to be like in between people. She doesn't want to be at the front, but like second to last because she fucking hates this place.
Okay, so I got
I'd
Gertrude.
definitely be towards the front.
Okay, so then I have Gertrude, Evan, Mixo, Gertie, Todd.
You mean
And then
Gromit,
Anthrax right behind
Evan?
him.
Gromit, Evan, Mixo, Gertrude, Todd.
And then
Yeah, that
Anthrax
sounds
behind
right.
him.
And then Anthrax and the Invisible behind.
So Gertrude being more near the back, I'd like you to give me a perception check as you hear almost like an old calling sound.
I can do that. Perception. Where is it?
Oh, just Gertie.
Oh,
She's in the back. She hears some kind of calling sound that she's heard before.
Calling sound.
Fucking
Gertrude's
things.
in the middle.
No, she's near the back.
I miss being the cleric.
That's an 11 on perception.
The whispers and sounds that echo throughout the tunnels here. You can hear more.
if you want to try and pick D&D, it shuts off.
You can hear more clearly only two words. Old Jew.
Motherfuckers are here.
What are you talking about? The rats?
Very specific ratlings. Gave
Very
me
specific.
shit last time I was here.
They attacked you?
Yes. But most importantly, they insulted me.
Don't worry.
Wow.
These rats are cowards. We outnumber a lot of them. They're not going to try us. And
The
if they
problem
do,
is here is that they're very fast and they stay hidden.
Didn't you say you got in trouble for killing people without a work permit?
I snap my fingers
Gromit?
and summon my cat
What?
with wings.
Okay.
And I just have it sitting on my shoulder,
Okay.
looking around. If it sees anything invisible, it's going to let me know.
I think I am gonna ready my action to grapple.
Okay.
Like, if I see a hostile creature, I'm gonna try and grab it.
Okay. Sounds good. As you guys continue making your way through, it seemed like this was a very clear path. There doesn't seem to be any other branching ways. It doesn't seem like there's anything that can come into contact with you guys. But it comes to another fork in the road. You can see that there's two tunnels here. One leads to another trickling bit of water, and one leads to just like a dark barreling pathway. Gromit, give me another survival check.
Okay.
Unless you'd like to volunteer somebody to roll for you.
No, I'll do it. It's my job. What was my survival again?
I think it was a +1.
Probably gonna cut me off again.
You had a plus
Whoa.
1. If you'd like, I can roll it.
You have the rig dice.
God damn it! I'm just trying to get this thing to work properly. Survival. Fuck it, I'll just roll. 19. 19 this time.
Damn.
Nice.
The way into the darkness seems like it's the most quiet path. It seems like it's probably the right way home.
This way. Seems like the
Now-
safe way. Jess.
That's said with confidence. I believe it this time.
Here we go.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Well, let's go, and hopefully, we don't run into anybody rat-shaped, because that would be terrible.
Probably will.
Well, I'm ready whenever they are. And I just hold up, ready, pistol.
Okay. As you guys continue to traverse here, it seems like Gromit's leading like a much straighter path, even from danger. It doesn't seem like there's so much the ways of those mushrooms and stuff seem to be off the beaten path, where the way that you guys are going seems to be a very clear way through the sewers, where you guys are getting like these long stretches of nice, good, clean tunnelways. Clean is enough for being tunnelways, but it does lead to a nice open area, and you can see that there's a few pillars and rocks. You can see that there's a few stalactites. As it opens up to a much bigger area, you can see that there's like small stalactites that have grown from the ceiling. You can see that there's some boulders here, as if when they were building this area, they didn't remove all of the debris. So there's some hefty sized boulders from here and there. I could probably draw a picture of it, of the idea that I have. And you can see that there's 3 tunnels on the other side. But from how it's going, you would imagine, Gromit, that you're actually getting quite close.
If we're getting quite close, I asked Gromit, about how far do you think? Like, how long before we get there? If you can tell.
Can I tell?
Yeah, you'd probably say that you're like not too far away. I'll be honest.
Not too far away.
Like, half of me wants to, like, less than an hour. You think less than an hour's travel?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, then. I'm gonna kind of just reach out and fiddle with a little device that's on my wrist, and you see like a little hologram of a scarab, rather large, about the size of a frisbee,
Okay.
form. And I'm just gonna have it crawl up my back and attach itself to my backpack.
Okay. Was it made before, or did you make it now?
So I'm going to use my Eldritch Cannon. I'm using that action to summon my Eldritch Cannon, which just manifests out of nowhere. So
Yep.
I'm saying it's like a hologram that is real for a small period of time.
Okay.
It's a hard light home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys are standing at the entrance here and can see the 3 other tunnelways that are leading outwards. And you can see that there's these 3 giant rocks within the room. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you proceed through?
Use my bonus action to give everybody within 10 feet of me would be 11 points of temporary hit points.
Oh
All right.
man, that's like a lot. Holy crap.
Overshield.
Feeling good.
Boop, 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 boop.
I love that. Gordon's just gonna ready her crossbow.
Do you have dark vision?
I think I do.
No, Evan.
I
Does
do
Evan
not.
have dark vision? Okay, I'm going to cast the light from the drift globe that's in me and kind of just glow.
Okay.
Nice.
He's like one of those like green glow
I'm
sticks.
like a lava lamp.
Wait a second. Can't artificers though create a light as one of their little temporary infusions?
I just
Continue
imagine.
on. I'm just gonna look up that.
I just imagine you're a lava
I think
lamp.
they can. I think it only covers like 5 feet.
I imagine you're the lava lamp, but inside the lava lamp is still the fish.
Yeah. It's gotten a lot smaller.
It's really showing its bones.
No, I eat those too. Definitely, I eat those too.
Yeah. Okay. I did send a picture of what I kind of expected, or I'm trying to show.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to make of all things my pistol.
Okay.
It's gonna glow, and it's gonna be 5 feet worth of bright light and 5 feet worth of dim light from me.
Okay. So you guys can go straight through the rock on the left and the middle. You guys can go around the rock to the right, or you can go around the rocks to the left.
Like all those little gaps at the top are pathways.
Yes, when you get through the cavern here.
Oh,
Well, you know what they say, right makes right.
I never pay attention to when you guys post something in chat whenever I'm in game. Like you just start talking about shit that I'm like, what are we talking about here? Okay. Okay.
So there's the 3 rocks, and you guys can go through the middle and the right rock. You guys can go around the right rock, or you guys can go to the left around the middle rock and the left rock.
I say we stick to the right wall and just follow the wall to make sure that's at our backs.
Right makes right.
Okay. You guys all stick together and go towards the right.
All right.
Gertrude, give me a perception check.
God damn it. Great. That's a 6.
You go to pass the right rock, and as like you look between the right rock and the middle rock, you can see the scurrying of feet go behind the middle rock really quick. Like you can almost hear like a bit of the rocks and the gravel move quickly, and a little bit of laughter.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yes. As you guys come around the right-hand corner here, you guys can see that just as the rock and the wall almost meet, you guys turn the corner and you can see that there are 3 mushrooms closest to the tunnel entrance.
Oh,
So how far away are the mushrooms from us?
About 20 feet, but I need to make something have a perception check here. Okay. Nobody was acting stealthy at this moment, but
Nope.
right by
I should be.
right by the entrance of the tunnel here, you guys can hear somewhat of a loud screech. The screech is
Like a screech?
like a what?
Like a rattling screech?
Like a rattling screech, but it almost sounds more like violent, and it sounds more like less civil. Where the rattlings more or less try to talk, this one sounds almost animalistic, and you can hear just like the scratching of sound against the rock that you guys are going behind, and you can just hear like as you guys turn the corner here, you can see that there's a bigger ratling, and a lot of his fur is falling off in patches, and you can see that bits of his skin is beginning to glow purple and green in some portions. And you can see that he turns his face to look at you, and his snout and his mouth are just drooling and dripping, if his patches of his face are just covered in bits of blood. But the thing that's most noticeable out of him is the glowing shards that are jabbed into his shoulder and the back of his neck.
Oh, fuck. What a problem.
Glowing corium has been driven into the rattling. It notices all of you. And the sounds within the cavern here also begin to echo. The thing screeches out and begins to charge. Everybody.
It gets grapple checked by me.
When it gets closer, I guess.
Yeah. It, like, charges in, and I'm going to try and grapple.
And then everybody roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say that it's a couple feet away. If you maybe had surprised on something or, like, came up behind someone. But I'm going to need to roll the initiative.
19.
A nat 20 plus 6, 26.
Holy fuck.
Brahma got it 23.
Damn.
14 for Gertie.
18 for Eben.
23.
Oh, dick.
Is an 18. What did Todd get?
19 plus 6, 25.
What? And then what did Gertie get?
14.
14.
Those are all...
Sorry. 13 plus 6, 19. My bad.
I was
sorry.
like, Jesus Christ, like,
Yeah,
three of you are in the mid-20s.
19.
Go first.
Like 26, 23, 18, 19, and then 14. Like, some middle game here. So now I need to roll my initiatives. Ooh, we got a tie game for the Nat 20. So...
Does he have a plus 6?
He has a plus...
Probably not.
20.
He has a plus 20.
Plus 20. Jesus. Okay.
He wishes he had a plus 20.
No, I mean, it's... Technically, it's possible, I think.
Not by these guys. Hold on.
Actually, if you're playing fighter class, you probably can do it easily.
Your turn.
Would be alert feat. No.
You'd need the alert feat advantage. You'd have to be a swashbuckler. You'd have to be a chronomancer.
Give somebody gift a lacquery or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Roll a d8 on your initiative.
And if you were Harnagon on top of that, you'd also get to roll another d6.
Actually, you can get past plus 20.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
It takes some chances, but you could get past that. You could have some crazy initiative there.
Garment, R2.
I think it'd be a later game build, and it'd also be weird.
It's like, it just, for all intents and purposes, like, look,
You're gonna go first.
we need someone to go first because they need to cast this spell or something first. Like, before there's any chance of anything.
I mean, technically, if you had haste, you'd also get a plus 2 on top of that.
Yeah. It's like, so what's it going to be? The rogue assassin. He's got to go first.
The rogue assassin, wizard, swashbuckler, gloomstalker has to go first.
Oh, it couldn't be swashbuckler.
Okay.
I have a feeling you'd need, like, some really good rolled stats.
And then I need a place to put when they get hit. So R1, R2.
What kind of weapon does Gertie use again?
Gertie's got
Sword.
a bow and a rapier.
Okay,
It's a
so
good
this-
rapier, right? Magic.
I know her armor is magic. Yes, the she just got a...
Yeah, you got a magic plus
Sure.
1, yeah. Okay, top of the round. Mixo, you have this mutated rattling charging towards you. He's about
So as he barrels down at us,
he's about 15 feet
I'm
away.
just gonna stretch my arms as wide as they can go to try and grapple this guy and like throw myself at him.
Okay, you throw
So
yourself
I'm
at him.
gonna use my attack action to make a grapple check.
Okay, you throw yourself at him.
A 17 plus 6.
I got a 18 plus 4.
Yeah. I got a 23.
Yeah, yeah, by 1. Yep,
By 1.
by 1. So this thing seems extremely violent. Where the rattlings seem to be try to be a bit more cunning, this thing looks like it's out for blood.
So he's more brutal than cunning.
And you grapple this creature.
I'm just gonna whisper in its ear. You're more gork than you're mork.
What?
Right, Gromit, it's your turn.
Okay, is there anything else attacking us yet, or no?
Nothing else has gone, but you can hear that there was other screeching sounds throughout the cavern.
Do I know where they're coming from? Like,
Other screeching sounds, like these things screeching sounds.
Like these things screeching sounds.
oh, great. Can I tell where the sounds are coming from? Like what?
You guys went. Oh, Connor,
Hallway?
you don't have it, so I don't want to
What?
give it away either. But you guys went more or less to this side, and like there's the creature here and the mushrooms. So you guys went up this way. You guys are the most over here, but you can.
Oh, you're on the right.
Yeah, you guys are on the right, and you guys are on the most right. So you can imagine anywhere else in the cavern, there's going to be something headed towards you guys.
I guess I'll help kill this one for now.
Okay, you go up to make an attack.
With we're up here. Hold on a sec. Actions. Rapier. +5. Yeah. 15.
A 15 does hit.
Okay.
Just on.
I don't know if my sneak attack counts as this because there's another creature.
Yeah, no,
Within 5 feet?
You're good.
Yep.
Within 5 feet.
Sneak
You
attack.
got me.
Okay. So what's the sneak attack? D6, right?
Yep, D6. We're level 4,
think
so
it's-
2D6.
D8.
I don't know.
You got a friend with me.
I haven't played Rogue in forever.
1d6. 3. D8. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, it's 2d6.
So 12 damage.
Okay.
All right, and I will strike him again for the bonus action
Okay.
with the rapier. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 does not hit this thing. As you
Crud.
make your first strike, it gets to like make a look at you really quick as it veers back, and you are unable to hit it again.
Darn.
Gromit, even you have not seen rattlings like this before.
This thing's fucky.
Okay. Around coming the corner from the center area, they're going to take their full movement speed as you see that what wraps around the top of the rock over there by you guys is a single ratling that's holding a crossbow. And he's just like, yes, you found them. We will help you devour them. And he pulls out a crossbow and he goes, oh, even some more of your kind exist. They have such good taste in kinds like you. And he's gonna fire 2 crossbow bolts at you, Gromit.
Okay.
He is gonna make that with disadvantage, and I'm gonna give advantage to Gromit as I cast
Silvery barbs.
Silvery Barbs.
You can't unless it hits.
So the
It's
first
got to be on a successful.
the first attack would hit. It was a 15
There you go.
plus 2.
Yep.
So then I'll roll the disadvantage dice. The other one was a nat 20. So I'll take the 15 plus 2.
So
15 plus 2.
still hits, but you gave someone else advantage, so that's plus.
Yes. So you take, wow, you're going to take 8 points of damage as the first arrow strikes you. And then the second.
What? How much?
8.
8.
And then the second.
Of your temporary hit points.
Yep.
So I got 3 temporaries left.
The second arrow flies out, and that is 11. There's an 11. No?
Man, I just envision every time anyone ever gets hit in their temporary hit points, it's just like sparks, kind of like hitting something.
I imagine an 11 does not hit you.
What?
No, he said no, it does not.
Okay.
An 11 doesn't, no.
Todd, it is your turn. You can hear the screeching and like the retching sounds inside of the cavern here.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and deal with the smaller rat while everyone else deals with the bigger one.
Okay, so you move up.
So, who says I move?
You're probably gonna need to. It's a bit of distance, unless you're gonna make a spell.
I have 120-foot range, sir. Like, I don't think this area is big enough.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and firebolt at the shooty boy rat,
Okay.
and that'll be will a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Alrighty, 1d10 for a whole whopping 4 damage.
Okay.
And dear old Papa is gonna take his movement speed all up on it,
Okay.
and he's gonna mix swing.
Okay, with advantage
With
because he's
advantage.
invisible. Okay.
So a 12 plus 4, 16.
16 does hit. Yep.
That'll absolutely hit. That is 1, 2, 3, d6. Necrotic for 12 damage.
God damn, he's not looking good. As the firebolt hits him, it kind of just scars. It just shaves off a bit of the fur, but it's almost just like a bit of recoil because this slashing hand comes out and just rips up the front of his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that all you'd like to do?
Yeah. Yep.
Next in the initiative is Evan.
Okay, a little upset that homeboy's thinking he's gonna take cover. I just like kind of step out and like, oh no, time to use my shots, and I take a shot with my pistol.
As the loud
Then I pull out my gun!
and as the loud echoing sound of the gun goes off, so does the wretched screaming throughout the tunnels.
Yeah, that's fine. I knew that was gonna happen anyway. It's a feeding frenzy. Woo, natural 19 on the die. Plus 5.
We'll
So I'm
definitely
assuming
hit.
that'll hit.
We'll definitely hit.
That'll be
Homeboy.
for 12 points of magical damage.
And you're shooting the one who shot the crossbow, right?
Yes.
Okay, he's been slashed, he's been burned, he's been shot. Evan, how would you like to do this?
Like, I like to believe he gets hit with a firebolt, reels back a little bit, turns around because he has to deal with like a specter out of nowhere, just to see like the side of his head explode as I shoot him.
Okay, he just gets slashed. He's like, "Oh, you fucking filthy."
Yep. And then lights out. Bonus action. Todd, you get 10 temporary hit points. Or no, Grommet.
Oh, okay.
Your temporary hit points are now 10 versus whatever they were.
11.
Everyone else
We all-
should be better.
No, he hit me, I thought. So
Yeah,
that's
so
13.
now they're 10. No, they don't add. They don't add up.
It only goes up.
It's
to
just
that.
10?
They override.
Okay.
Whichever one's better.
Okay, so now it is the ratling's turn, who is being grappled. The mutant ratling. And with a grapple, he can still make attack rolls. So he sees that Gromit's all up on him as well, and he's going to start swinging down on what seems to be very familiar.
Oh, no.
12. He hits for a 16. Does that hit?
What?
16?
16 hit?
Yeah, 16 hits.
I will use my silvery bar.
Yeah, sorry, he's got a +6 to hit. That would have been higher. Okay. Okay.
You're really quiet.
That is another 12.
Oh,
Dang
great.
it. Well,
12 damage?
I give Mikso
No,
advantage on.
I don't need advantage. I have natural advantage on
The grapple.
Then I give myself
grapple
it.
checks.
You
Yeah.
give it to yourself. Okay. So he's going to roll his slashing damage. So you take 9 points of slashing damage. But then a burst of energy also comes from it, and you're going to take, that's a 7. You're also going to take 7 points of radiant damage as it explodes out of your chest. So you take
Who's getting hit with that? Me?
You 16 points of damage.
So 16
Radiant.
And then he's going to take his second swing.
9, 10.
That one's a 19 on the dice.
Yeah, that hits.
And
Damn it.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Those are good dice. That's a 6 and a 2 plus 4. Man, you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage. But the radiant burst does not go off again.
12 points. Oh my god.
This guy's smiting.
And then from here, you hear another one of these like screeching sounds.
That's not good.
That's a lot of damage.
As running around from the western side is another one of these things where you can see that there's these small chips, or like very small shards drilled into his legs, and like there's a shard jabbed into the back of its neck. As this thing is way more animalistic, it runs up and it pounces on where the ratling whose head exploded was, just jumps and leaps, stomps its body into the ground as the rest of the old ratling explodes and sees the specter and is going to take 2 swings at it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a miss. That was a 3 on the dice. That's not gonna hit. And that one's a 19 again. Plus 6.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna take plus 4, 9 points of slashing damage.
Chopped in half.
And then you're also gonna take 7 points of radiant.
That fool.
Do you have weakness to radiant?
No.
Okay.
So a 9 cut in half and a 7 cut in half.
You have resistance to radiance?
No. The ghost does.
The ghost has resistance to radiance.
Yes.
Not to radiant.
Oh.
Not resistant to radiant. But it's not weak to radiant either.
Okay. So the whole 7 points goes through, but the other bit gets cut in half. Okay.
These things have come to play.
Okay. And
that completely shears off his overshield. And nothing else.
Dang. But he, I don't know how close he is to me. You got to be so close for my bonus action.
That hurt a lot.
Oh, then you wouldn't have got it because I said like he was quite the distance.
No. The last one, he would have had the 11.
Okay.
Still.
Okay. So then,
but like if future.
next in the initiative, you guys see that because he's dead, Rattling 2 is dead, and this guy came over here.
Yeah, it's everybody within 10 feet of me.
Okay. As you guys can begin to hear the conversation happening, through like it almost echoes, and he's just like, I wondered when the old shoe would be back. As what comes around the bottom side of the rock, back where you guys like walked from, comes the rattling that Gertrude, you would know it by heart. He points a crossbow and looks straight down at you, and he's gonna take 2 shots.
So, bitch.
Okay?
See if he hits.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you like what I mean by like the composition of what's going on. I'm gonna take a picture and just post it.
He's coming back from the way we came, right?
Yes, but the other ones are fighting you like on the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pincer attack. They led themselves right into my trap.
Okay, that's kind of like the idea that I'm at so far. Trying to.
Sorry if some of you guys might become sacrificial pawns.
What's W?
That's like the mutation.
Okay.
Yeah, there's R, which is rattling, and then W is like the mutation.
And then RI, is that the motherfucker who's trying to take a shot at me?
Yeah, that's rattling 1. R1. Yeah, it's an R1.
R1. Okay.
Yeah, because R2 is dead.
R2 dead too.
That was a 3 on the first shot.
Fuck no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. And a nat 20!
Ooh.
Oh, you bastard.
I can't do anything for you. I already used my reaction.
Likewise.
Yes, that hits.
Oh, that's a shit roll. You take 8 points of damage, which isn't your temp hit points. Fuck.
Haha.
So,
Man, protector coming in clutch.
Gertie, you see that this rattling 1 calls you an old shoe, fires 2 bolts out, and it is your turn.
Kick his ass.
So,
Slap them cheeks, girl.
so are there any rattlings that haven't gone yet?
You rolled like pretty decent, but you can only see so much of the cavern. So 1 rattling's dead, 2 mutations have showed up, and there's this one that calls you the old shoe.
Unfortunately, none that are visible.
Okay.
Dirty.
1 mutation is injured.
Okay.
1 mutation is injured a little bit. The one being grappled, yes.
So she is going to. So the one that's being grappled, how many of shards does it have in it?
You can see that it has like 1 jammed into its neck, and then it's got like 1 in its forearm.
Okay. Can
And
she
you
go?
could see like they're almost like pulsating. Like they don't.
Okay.
The rock usually shines. This one almost has like a pulse to it.
Okay. Can she go after the one that's being grappled and try to like pull the pulsating shard out of its arm?
You technically could. These look like they're like rammed in, like it's like the skin's forming around it and stuff. You could try.
Okay.
And I'll consider it some kind of damage.
Okay.
That's what you want to do?
What about try prying it out with your rapier?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Or even with my dagger, like something. Because I'm wondering if that's going to not only do damage to it, but if that's going to like reduce the ferocity, like reduce the amount of damage it's able to do.
If you can just carve off that chunk of skin that has it embedded into it, then we can pull it out later.
Okay.
Evan will
like it's
definitely
a
pull it
shard
out
that's like
later.
dug deep in there. It's almost like part of like the muscle tissue might have grown around it at this point. It's not just like a little bit and it's like protruding like you
So
got, like,
it's like jammed all the way through his forearm. It's coming out the other side.
Oh, great. Then she's just gonna lop his arm off. Then we're just gonna make this easy.
you're just gonna attack him. Okay.
Yeah. Let's just cut the arm off and be done with it.
Well, you're gonna have to kill him first.
So she's got a halfling nimbleness, so she can like get around him without like
Making opportunity attacks. Okay, so you're gonna ditch the rattling that took the shots at you.
I mean,
Do it.
I'm not like I'm within shooting range of him, but I'm not like within melee range of him.
You could go back down 30 feet if you see like the picture I posted. They are like pincer attacking you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back the way that you guys came down the walkway. Or
You
down
might have the
around
right
the
idea
road.
though. Concentrate fire.
Yeah, just focus fire. We can handle the little fuckers with the crossbows. It's these guys with the ability to smite and shit.
Okay. So
They're the issue.
she'll use cunning action to disengage if she needs to disengage from the fucker who just shot at her. So that way she can go towards the one that's grappled so she can lop his arm off.
Okay, go make an attack
I
against
don't think
that
she
guy.
needs to disengage from him because, for one, he's using your crossbow. He would have had disadvantage if he was trying to shoot you from that close.
Yeah,
That's what I
And
was
for two,
he's at range.
technically Todd is closer to him than you are.
Okay. I was wondering about the crossbow, but the way Alex was
Like,
okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Made me worried.
Yeah, no, Todd was behind Gertie.
Yep.
Therefore, the rat is closer to Todd than Gertie.
Great. Fuck.
So, you're good.
You go to the
You're good.
mutation that you first saw and go make an attack roll.
Gonna get the orange dice for this. Orange dice wouldn't be.
Orange dice are best dice.
Come on.
Team.
Ooh, nice.
Winning dice. These are my lucky ones.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rapier to try to I'm gonna use the rapier to try to lop his arm off. So that's a 13 plus 6.
That'll hit him.
So that's 19.
Yep, that hits him.
Sweet. Okay. And it's a D8 4. So that's a 7 plus 4. So that's 11.
Plus 2d6. Did you do the
Yeah.
2d6?
Not yet. Do. 1, 2. So 11 plus 8 plus 8. That's 19 points of damage.
Like total?
Can I have his arm?
It's not more than half his hit points. So I'll probably say no. But
Ah,
he's not feeling good.
I want it. Give
As,
me his arm.
As you scream that out, he tries to...
Normally, a lady would be asking for his hand, but I mean, that's close enough, right?
But as you do, like, swing down, like, really hard at it, you can
Gertie
see
doesn't
that
settle.
you hit part of the shard that's, like, on the arm, and you can see that, like, even it twitches up to his neck, and he kind of just, like, spazzes out a little bit. Do you get a second attack?
Do I?
You can attack as a bonus action.
If
Yeah.
you have a dagger in your other offhand.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Because that's right. Rapier's a melee weapon.
Yep. So then you're
Or
dagger.
finesse weapon. Yes, absolutely. Give me his arm. I want it. So then she'll use the short sword then.
There you go.
To go in for the second attack. Thank you, gentlemen. That's not as good.
What a kind reminder.
That's a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Fuck. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Top of the round. Mixo.
I am going to make an attempt to restrain the one I am grappling.
Okay.
At advantage.
17.
A 15 plus 6. A 21.
Okay, do you want to explain how you fully restrain this creature?
So I'm gonna pull its arms backwards
Mm-hmm.
into its chest, like kind of chicken winging it,
Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Okay.
and then I'm just fully wrapping around its neck and upper torso.
Okay.
Because I imagine this thing's easily as big as I am,
Yes.
if not bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
Like I said, it's
I'd
in
chicken wing this motherfucker and
chicken.
just wrap around his head, his face.
Okay.
That's gonna be what I do.
Wait,
Okay.
since trained, would I get advantage on my attack roll?
Uh huh.
So I should have been able to roll twice on that last attack, right?
No,
Going
I
forward.
only just restrained him.
Oh,
Going
okay.
forward.
Next in the
Okay.
initiative, Gromit, you are here with one of these rattling mutations as it just got restrained by Mixo. And then you can also see that there's another one handling with the Spectre.
The Spectre? Oh, well, we get both stack. Is the Spectre fighting it, or has it just been attacked by it?
Just been attacked by it.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Well, first, gonna get away from the one that's grappled a little bit because I didn't like getting hit.
No,
That
he's
was a lot.
restrained. He's restrained. He can't attack you. You can just walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
What then? How do you attack me last time?
He was only grappled
He was
last
only
time. I
grappled.
only just restrained him.
Okay.
Yeah, a
It's-
grapple.
it's a
creature
two-stage
can still
thing.
attack, but restrain not so much.
Okay. So I'm gonna return the favor in kind.
You get an attack
You
with
get
advantage. then.
advantage.
Get advantage.
Advantage and sneak attack.
Yep.
Yes.
14, 15, 16, 17, 19.
That hits.
Nice.
Okay, so D6. 2, D8. 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. That wasn't that great.
Even with the sneak attack dice?
Yeah, I got 2 twos.
Oh man.
My God,
I know.
It's still alive.
that sucks. That's fine. You'll,
Okay, now for
I'll
the
make it.
knife.
Still with
Knife,
advantage. Still with
double attack.
advantage.
BD20. It wasn't. It's a 16.
16 does hit.
All right. Roll better, frog dice. 3 sneak attack damage, and for the D8.
You don't get sneak attack again
yeah, you can only
What?
sneak attack once per turn.
once per turn.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
it's
Unfortunately.
stupid. Okay, so then I don't do that. Hold on. Let me find out my dagger skill actions quickly.
D4 plus your dex.
D4 plus my dex. Yep. That's a 4 plus 3, so that's 7 again.
Gromit, how do you want to do this?
So stab him with the rapier really close and pull myself up to him, and then stick the knife in his ear. So I'm just kind of like hanging by his head while it's.
You can see as he's like getting swallowed here by Mixo, and you're like climbing to venture and like attack him. You can see that he's
Like-
even in death trying to just like bite you.
Yeah.
As you strike the blade into his ear, you can see that all the like the color within patches of his like bared skin and the rock that's jammed in his neck and his forearm all fade and turn into like a discolored stone.
So the
Weird.
corium that's in his body lost its color?
Loses its color.
Weird.
And this one is dead.
Is this some fake philosopher's stone bullshit?
Is that a Harry Potter reference?
No, that's a Full Metal Alchemist reference, but
Haven't seen it. W2 dead. R2 dead. All right. That was your 2 attacks. Anything else you want to do?
Kind of. My bonus attack would also be for if I wanted to hide, right?
Yes. So you're
Yeah,
there
okay.
in the open with it.
So I'm just gonna, I guess, I don't know, position myself somewhere where I'm not gonna get shot by a crossbow at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Next in the initiative is Todd.
Todd. All right. So, first things first, Todd's going to see the second mutant kind of messing with dear old Papa.
Yep.
And first things first, bonus action, Hex, Strength on the mutant.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
yeah,
you.
it has disadvantage on all strength checks.
Okay.
And saves, I guess. And then he's going to fire off a firebolt at it.
You got it? 19s and 20s.
Will a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Does not hit. Fuck. Okay. And Anthrax is going to take that opportunity to disappear.
Okay.
He's not going to move, though.
Okay.
He's just going to stay right there.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Evan, it would be your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and just position myself to where I'm like dead ass center of the entire group. That way I can try and just make sure as much as my party gets the benefit of my 10-foot radius.
You could get everybody except for the Spectre.
Oh, not my problem. I can't even tell where he's at. He's invisible.
Okay. You can get everybody
He
else.
could be there. He could be miles away. He's a ghost. So I'm gonna go ahead and
He's dead already. Does it really count?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to shed a small tear with the corium that just faded. I don't know. I'll have to look at that later as I take a shot at the other guy that's still standing, the other corium monster.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Will a 16 hit
16 will hit.
for 10 points of damage,
Okay.
and then bonus action give everybody 7 points of temporary hit points.
Yeah, if you didn't have any or it was less, you are now up to 7.
Yes.
I haven't been hit.
Me.
Okay. That's it?
That is it.
Okay. Now it is Mutation 1's turn. You can see that the Spectre in front of this mutation disappeared. And you can see that his foot comes up off the ground, and the dead rattling that he landed on is still stuck to his foot before the guts and everything begin to drip off the bottom of its foot back to the ground. And its eyes just peer down at Gromit, and the drool just continues to just escape through the little rivets in its teeth.
Oh, come on.
It begins to dash towards you.
The second it moves, it takes an attack of opportunity.
That's
From
what I was
Invisidad.
that was what I was leading up for. Okay. Give you your moment.
13 plus 4.
Nope. Just kidding.
Really?
Just kidding. I'm fucking
I
with
was-
you.
I was about to say.
Okay. Roll your damage.
That would be a whole whopping 5 necrotic. So, it moves, and immediately Anthrax slaps the back of his head and is like, don't touch my... It's just like, don't touch the frog!
It slaps that, but it just continues to pace forward. And it's almost like animalistic basic instinct to feed. It jumps down and leaps in front of you, Gromit, and is going to make its first attack.
Again, what fuck?
I like to envision it's like Anthrax just slapped the ass of a bull.
And it goes.
Yeah. Just whack!
That's a 12 plus 7. That's a 19.
Yeah.
I am going to give it disadvantage and
Okay.
Gromit advantage by silvery barbsing it.
All right. I'm going to do the next roll with the camera. So this is the disadvantage roll. That's another 12 plus 7.
Damn, I tried, man.
Exactly the same. Okay. So for slashing damage, you take 8 points of slashing damage. And a radiant
Protect
burst.
the throat.
A radiant
wow, I
burst.
just realized I didn't even use the advantage of my last attack. So
How-
I still have
So
it.
8 points nothing damage.
Yep. And then a radiant
Okay.
burst comes out of only 2 radiant damage.
Oh well, that's okay.
And then it's gonna make its second attack.
Oh, fuck off.
Don't forget about the 7 temp.
You did have 7 temporary hit points if it nuked away the rest.
Yeah, and they're gone.
It got a 15 plus 7, 22 to hit.
Oh my god.
Here comes the slashing, which is 8, a 4 plus 1, which is 5 plus 4, 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I got a hit point left. Great.
Whoa! Okay. That's the end of its turn, and now it is back to the first ratling, the one with the crossbow. As you see that it turns the corner, and Gertrude has run off, the ratling here pulls out a dagger and looks down at you, Todd, because you're the last one to stay back. And he goes just, oh, not much meat on you. But, little carvings. My friend over there will have a great meal. Yes, yes. Out of all of your friends.
Please eat Dean first.
Duh. Are you Dean? And he's gonna make a dagger.
No.
No! No, he rolled a 3 plus 4.
A 3 plus 4?
Yeah, and then he's gonna make his second attack.
So that first attack, he goes in for the swing. And, like, Todd just kind of, like, pushes the arm out of the way and is all like, no, stupid, I'm not Dean. Do I look like a Dean to you?
Oh.
Okay, go ahead and make your second roll.
He got a 10 plus 4, 14.
Okay, that one actually does hit.
Oh, there we go. He goes, yes, and I bet you taste like one too. What the fuck? You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Sparks.
Just
And as the sparks come off, the rattling's just like, duh, that'd be something a Dean would do.
Oh, I'm going to hurt you.
Oh, you with
So badly.
old shoe and you just a sissy.
So badly, I'm going to hurt you now.
Gertrude, it is your turn.
Gertrude is invigored by other people also hating these bitches.
So, you were up with Gromit and Mixo. Oh no, Gromit said that he moved out of the way a little bit so he wouldn't be in.
I was gonna say
range.
he said he went to go hide so he wouldn't get shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so pretty much. And now he got ganked a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let me check the map again.
Okay, so I'm gonna redo it now,
Okay.
and
Thanks.
I'm gonna
Now
try,
that, things have died.
and then I'm gonna put R1 and and then I'm gonna say like Evan between a little bit more over here because he's been off to the side. Evan's between like Gertrude and Todd,
Okay.
and the blank one is Mixo. So
Okay. She's gonna go after the next corrupted ratling
so the one that's going after
after Daddy.
no, he's not. He's going after Gromit.
Well, we can't lose our guide. I'm absolutely going after him.
Okay. So you run over to the mutated one here, and yeah, what would you like to do?
She's gonna rush him.
Okay.
An attack with attack with her rapier first.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, come on, purple dice. Yes, thank you, purple dice. That is 17 plus 6.
Damn.
That's a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Excellent. Love that. Love that. And then D8 plus. Okay. Oh, that's not a D8. Whoops. That's a D10, which is not a D8.
Please no.
There we go. Okay, that's better.
Nuke his ass.
That's a that's 5 plus 4. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay. Didn't like that.
And with her short sword, $11 plus 6, that's 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, and then excuse me, plus 5, so that'd be 16 to hit.
Yep. Still hits. Yep.
Okay, and then that's 6 plus 3. That's a 4 plus 3, 7 points of damage.
Okay, it's still standing.
Okay. And then with her bonus action.
You attacked.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Then I guess that.
I'm glad you were able to announce that.
Yeah. Okay, then I guess I'm done.
All right. Mixo, top of the round.
I am going to make a beeline for the next mutant that showed up.
Yep.
And just dive bomb its legs and try to restrain its legs specifically, and make my grapple check.
Okay.
Because I made a character that does one fucking thing. A
14.
nat 20 plus 6.
Yep, not even close. Yep, you dive bomb and grapple around its legs, just restricting its complete movement here. It almost barely seems to care. You can see that its focus and its upper body and torso still point towards Gromit.
And then I'm going to try and drag it away from Gromit.
Can it get opportunity attack?
It's moving away from him without meaning to, so Gromit doesn't get one.
I'll say because
he doesn't get one.
I'll say you moved 15 feet. You grappled him, and you're going to move, which reduces your speed in half. So I'll say that you can move 5 feet away.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Any amount of distance.
So you move back. Okay. That's it?
Yep.
Gromit, it would be your turn. Mixo just grappled the legs and moved it back 5 feet.
Yeah, I don't have any health.
Oh,
Yeah. Like,
Don't you have a health potion?
I think I gave that to Gertie like a while ago in the beginning.
Shit.
Yeah, when I was infected.
Okay, I'm gonna cure wounds myself then right now.
Okay.
I do have ward stuff. And that's 8 points back to me.
I could just imagine, like, you find a small pool of water, like the dirty sewer water, and just, like, splash it in your face.
And then I'm gonna go hide. Because next, I'm tired of being attacked by these fucking...
Okay, make a stealth check.
Alright. Stealth, I should be able to do good at.
Find the mushrooms.
Well, the mushrooms go off if I go near them, though, right?
Yes.
But I'm going to say that you're going to go more towards the center and out of view of the thing.
Okay, 14. So that's 19.
Got it. 19. Okay, I will write that down. Okay, next in the initiative is Todd.
Okay. So, this is some shit. I'm gonna go ahead and fuck, do I do it? 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 Nah, I'll just go with the normal thing. I'm gonna firebolt this thing.
Commit.
I'm gonna firebolt.
Oh, that's
You can always twin cast that fireball.
that's such a
One
Dean thing to do.
I'll twin cast the firebolt.
Okay.
So that'll be one at the ratling in front of me and one at the bigger ratling that's being dealt with.
Sounds good.
So first one at the one in front of me.
Mhm.
Will a... Yeah, it's not going to hit a 9. Will a 9 hit?
Does not.
Nope. Okay, and the bigger ratling, will a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it takes a D10, which is 4, and it also takes a D6 of necrotic, which is 2, for a total of 6 damage.
Okay, it is looking on its last legs.
And then Papa's going to come and swing at the ratling that's harassing his boy,
Okay, make an attack roll.
which is normal because he's not invisible. So will a... No. Does an 11 hit?
No, it does not.
Unfortunate.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Evan, it is your turn.
Okay. To follow the same trend, and actually I reread it. I had advantage on the last attack, but it doesn't matter anyway. So this time I have a question.
Okay.
How do you roll and how do you play familiar's initiative? Like, so my familiar, does it go on my turn, after my turn, or roll its own initiative like rules is
I'd
written,
say it's
per
at
se?
the end of your initiative if you'd like it to like venture to go and help somebody.
Okay,
or
so it's got to
aid
go
somebody.
after me though. So I do my actions and then it goes.
That's the way that I've kind of like had Todd go, and Todd's got a like entity
Okay.
creature.
Well, technically his is a familiar too, so that makes sense. Okay, yeah, okay, perfect. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a shot at the big ass fucking buffed up Corium guy.
Okay. Right, Will?
For
That's the way that I've played your character, right? Like you've done your turn
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
almost universally.
it's not so much that you told me to do it that way. It's just that's the way that I generally do it.
okay. Yeah, I'll just
So, I
stick
mean,
it. I'll stick
Fuck
it
it.
that way.
That's just how I do it.
I mean, it makes
It makes
most
sense
easiest
too, though.
sense. Yeah,
Like conjured creatures in Tasha's all go after the
Okay.
controlling creature, so
it just makes it more easy. And,
yeah, it makes
Flowing.
it smoother.
Okay, so your gun
So-
goes off.
Mhm.
all right, yeah, and I hit it for 13 points of damage.
You go to take a good look around at the battlefield and the madness that's going on. You aim your gun up at this thing, and you go to take your shot. How would you like to finish it?
I like to believe, like, I see it being grappled by the feet of by Mixo, and as it's looking down, it's like, every time that they give me an opportunity and they're not looking right at me, I'm going to take a headshot, and I just aim for the eye that's possibly exposed, and just marvel at the fact that I actually hit my target, and what I thought was going to happen happened.
As the one shot goes off again, you can see this thing's head like peels up really quick to let out its final wretched scream as a bullet goes through the eyeball and goes straight through the head, exploding the top. As it loses consciousness and life, the shard that's stuck in between its legs and the one jammed in the back of its neck go out. Is that all you'd like to do with your turn?
Bonus action, and I can at this point now give Anthrax, and I keep forgetting about my familiar, so my familiar's had 11 the entire time. And then, everyone gets 7 temp hit points, or
Except
unless you have
for
better.
Grommet because he ran
Sweet.
away.
Is he more than 10 feet away from me?
The way that I had it like blocked out was that he went around the rock to go hide out of vision, out of the thing.
All right, so like 15, 20 feet maybe.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Grommet, I couldn't see you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have my familiar go
Okay.
and just fly over to the rat and provide the help action to the next person making an attack to provide advantage.
Okay, which would be Todd. That's with him. As this cat bat starts flying around the ratling, he just looks up. It is his turn. He looks at you, Todd, and he goes, "Duh, maybe your friends be a bit stronger than we think. Nothing that Lord of Hunger couldn't handle. Dah, you see.
Or maybe you're all just weaklings.
You see.
Did you ever think of that?
You see daylight for one more time, or moonlight." As he's going to use his cunning action to disengage, and then he is going to dash in the direction that he came from.
Disgusting rat.
Cowards!
As
Actually,
initiative
tactical
ends.
retreat. He was way outnumbered.
As the initiative ends here, this ratling gets to live another day. And that's it. Grommet, you are in hiding at like the middle of the battlefield, just trying to like patch yourself together, and the rest of you are surrounded by two of these like mutations and one other stomped on ratling. There's 3 mushrooms that lead to the most northeast corner, and there seems to be nothing in the tunnels to the west or the north.
I want to give this place a thorough pat down, make sure that these rats didn't forget anything. They might have had supplies hiding in a corner, waiting for an ambush. And really, more importantly, these corium shards. I don't care if they're duds or not anymore. I'm going to go ahead and try and take a look at them, see if I can deduce.
Like,
What the
yeah,
hell
like
happened?
what happened to them?
Okay. You go to take a look over them, and I'll get you to roll a medicine check.
A medicine check. Oh. Okay. That might actually be good. 17.
To imagine that it was jammed all the way into like the muscle tissue, and how it was pulsating more than it radiates. Maybe you could think that they were trying to become one with the rock, and almost like their essence were working off one another.
They're getting all juiced up on these steroids like Corium, apparently. I didn't know it had this effect.
I had no idea.
That's scary, actually. I wonder what the long-term exposure of this stuff will do to you.
Can you take the corium out of it?
Yeah, I saw them.
You alright, Grommet?
He's in the middle of
No.
but every 6 seconds, like everybody's overshield keeps going until eventually I'm sure you'll get the full 12 hit points.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'll just allow this mechanic all the time.
I mean,
Hey,
as long as we're taking more than an hour, anything less than an hour.
Because I get it. I get its function.
I need. Yeah.
As we move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how long? Give us how long did we just spend in there? I mean, it could have been a decent amount of time.
Yeah, so you could tell with these mutation ones, it seems like they were just getting infused with these things. But the things that like match in between the two of them, some of the little pieces were jammed into like other parts of its body, but like a shard is jammed like into its neck in like different directions. And that seems to be the biggest piece on both of them.
That's screwed up. It's a waste of good corium. That stuff could. Anyways. No coin, no supplies, no bolts. I don't care what they're carrying. I just want to know.
One got completely stomped on, and the other two are basically naked, like
Savage. Like
savage
beast-like?
mutations. Yeah.
Okay. Screw it. They wouldn't have much anyway.
Nothing
go.
worth taking, at least.
Gromit. Are
Yeah.
you okay? You look.
Not really.
You took some hefty blows there.
I exploded twice.
Yeah. They really hated you. Why?
Yeah. I don't know. But if they're that mean to me, then I don't know what they've done to my place, like Grungtown.
All right. Well, I don't got a whole lot of this per day, so I hope it's helpful. And
I will give Gromit my one and only healing potion.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you by kind of wrapping your head in some duct tape
Okay.
for 8 points of actual health.
Oh, that's actually good.
Now I'm at 16.
Plus the bonus 12.
Don't forget that.
And the bonus
Mhm.
12?
Yeah.
From his
Temporary?
Temporary hit points.
Yep. Overshield.
It's insane. I have 43 HP as a level 3 wizard, level 1 rogue.
As a grapple wizard.
Hey, grapple wizard needs all the HP he can get.
He gets right up and
Something decides to fight back. It doesn't have to swing too hard to knock me down. But it's okay, because I get up again.
You down.
All right, Chumbawamba.
it's an old on-running joke. Ongoing joke.
And then we're gonna keep you.
Ever
I
since
get knocked down.
the fucking
I
swamp.
get up again.
All right. Onward.
Onward.
Down.
Onward and downward.
Like
my college sex life.
Gromit, you come to the 3 tunnels here. One of them has mushrooms growing in front of it, but I'd like you to make me a survival check on directions.
19.
You think
Good
that
God, find me.
the passageway in the center, you feel like you could be so close.
Straight ahead. Starboard.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's follow this guy.
That's a lot more confidence than I've ever seen in him.
You know.
Well,
I
he
think he's
is
just trying to get
trying
away
to
from
save
these
his
rats.
people, so.
That's right.
Okay.
Dad, keep an eye on Gromit. And Anthrax, all invisible like, is just going to
Okay.
be all bodyguarding our frog boy.
Bless.
As you guys
Anything gets hostile, he's going to swing.
Okay. As you guys continue
Or if a rat gets hostile, he's going to swing.
As you guys continue making your way through the sewers here, comes to an area that is much more muddy and much more like a built terrain. You can see that like there's 2 walls that almost come to connect as a hollowed like section comes out of the wall and goes straight forward. Gromit, you can tell that this is the entrance to Grungtown.
This is it.
Where there was grungs with shovels and pickaxes before, widening like the scope of the entrance, there is loose weapons, shovels, and pickaxes among the entrance in the dirt. Gromit, I'd like you to give me an investigation check.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Ah, jeez.
I don't like it.
Oh, that's a natural 1. Fuck, no.
Oh,
Too panicked.
You
Yep.
look at it all.
many
And-
feelings
The only thing that really catches you is this sudden pit in your stomach. It almost makes you not want to go in, as friendly faces such as yourself used to stand on the outskirts here.
So, Gromit, is this it?
This is it, and something's not right.
Okay.
Gertie's
What-
gonna see that he's distressed and like try to help him through it. She's gonna stick her hand on his shoulder and be like, I know it's hard, but we need to do everything we can for them right now, sweetie. Oh shit.
I would take the lead and, look around myself and just making sure I'm not too far from the party if I had to. Poor Gromit. I don't think this is something he'll be able to really do with the easiest objective mind.
Gertie kind of talks to him for a second, and you see, like, Evan, you see, like, the strewn about tools that seem to be used, and like these small, almost like mud desks, and like this like little stations that they had built on the outskirts before you see like inwards towards the tunnel. You got to walk your way up, and you can roll an investigation check.
$18.
As you walk up towards the entrance to even like begin to investigate, you can hear almost like a muttered crying from the inside of the tunnels of what you'd imagine the grungs would sound like. But as you take your step, you can feel like the iron bit of the shovel underneath your foot. And as you look down, you can see that there was a hand with an arm attached to it.
Like just the arm?
Just the hand and the arm gripped around the handle of the shovel.
Is it
Of
buried or is it severed?
it looks like the bone that attaches into the shoulder is exposed through the flesh, as it almost seems like the part that was like gripped off would have just been torn along with it.
Jesus.
Well, I kind of just grit my teeth, close my eyes a little bit, just realize the severity of the situation. But with the sound of a potential whimper, there's hope there might be a survivor. And I just announced to everyone, say, hey, it doesn't look good, but I think someone might be alive. And I
What?
proceed to try and
Let's
investigate.
go for any survivors that we can.
And I try and
You
kick the
recognize the
severed arm.
voice?
And I could try and kick the severed arm out of like eyesight of anything. That way, hopefully, that's not the first thing they see in the situation.
Oh, perfect.
Like
Gromit.
I did.
Gromit, give me a perception check from flying arm.
Perception check.
Roll low.
Make it low.
Roll low.
It's a 15.
Evan nudges this hand that was gripped around the shovel. As you can see, like he nudges something away that was a bit extra with the shovel.
What was that?
I think I hear somebody. We should try and investigate it.
Okay. That's good.
And I continue on.
Let's go for it.
Okay. The whimpering sounds come from the deeper tunnels. As you guys enter through the entranceway, more of what seems to be like pieces of rattlings and fur and some dead rattlings hang within like the darkened tunnels. You can see that their bodies are strewn about, as you can see that there is even a few fully dead or seem to be dead grungs face down. You guys pass through a couple of tunnels to your east and one to the west, as the moaning sounds come from like this middle section that you guys go to, and I'll post a picture into the chat of Grungtown.
I can hardly hear you.
Sorry, can everybody hear me? Okay.
I
Yes.
can.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Every
Connor.
once in a while, you sound really far away,
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll turn.
like that.
Yeah.
How about that? Is that a little better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Completely.
Okay, I'll move the mic closer too. So you guys are in the So if I'm gonna show you guys here, you guys are in this section here, right in the middle.
Okay.
So you guys made your way more or less up and up and up until you met like this big landing area, this big middle section. And you can see that seems like a lot of the colony of the Grung are here, coming together, and it seems like their numbers are cut down. But you can see that a lot of them are very distressed. You can see that they are trying to work together, and some of them are running around with bandages. Some of them are running around trying to just give aid to others. Some are trying to gather weapons, and some of them have like a hand or a leg in one of their hands, seeing if it would match the part of the body that is missing on them.
As I was passing the bodies and the initial like fur and rattlings and such, did I have any inclination as to how long ago that would possibly have happened?
This could have been maybe 12 hours.
So okay, so less than a day. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
As a few of them look up to see you guys coming in. Oh no! No! Who could it be? As they all kind of like screech and like halt back.
No. We're here to help. We've got one of you.
We're here with Gromit. We're here with Gromit.
Gromit!
We're friends.
Gromit!
I'd go in, I guess.
Gromit, you enter in, and the horrific scene here is that some of the colony has just been basically wiped out. You can see that a lot of them are in distress, where they've been attacked by what seems to be an overwhelming number or an overwhelming force. They all kind of like look at you and see you in good health. Well, you're not in great health, but like you aren't in the condition that they are stuck in. There is no orange grung. There is a red grung. There is a purple grung. There's a few blue and a few green.
I don't have my notes. I don't know the hierarchies right now. Not that it matters to me.
Nor can he tell anyway.
Yeah. So
The rest of us can tell, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and
it
we know
goes...
nothing about the hierarchy either.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
then I won't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Leave us all blind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
completely. I love it. It's good.
Yeah.
As
Like, why would we give a fuck?
Yeah.
many begin to swarm Gromit here, and they just begin to ask you. Just they kept talking about taking the surface. Gromit, did they do it? Did they do it?
No, not yet. They're trying though. I think
They're not doing very well.
No, they
we stopped a couple
swarmed
things.
Gromit. They swarmed us, but they did it in such a way that we couldn't stop what was really going to happen.
Oh boy.
They sent numbers, not regular rattlings, not the little ones with the stupid remarks. These were ferocious, undeniably unstoppable creatures.
Did you try grabbing them? and just strangling the piss out of them.
They stormed us.
That's
that-
fair. That's fair.
that was-
They are really fast.
That was not before the ground shaking. The ground and the earth down here shaking.
Did they tunnel up through the ground?
They kind of like shudder for a second, and they point to the hallway to the north.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gromit, what do you want to do?
I don't know. See what we can do to help everyone here, and then we'll investigate and find out what the hell's going on, and then you can
They seem
see
to
if
be
we can get some weapons from some of the weapon area. I don't know, supplies.
From here. It seems like they're trying to have sections of like who's most critically wounded. Some of the grung are breathing but completely passed out. Some of them are missing limbs and trying to like reconnect or trying to find like the missing part. Some of them seem to have found shelter and are doing much better than the rest. But like I said, the ones that aren't in terrible shape seem to be trying to aid the others. With like,
Is there anyone I recognize?
Yeah, you would recognize a few of the green ones. You would know that Trevor and Slippy are here. You would know that Frog, Winky is here. And the purple one, you would recognize Gorf. Gorf is still here. And then
She the one who's giving me
real hard time.
job.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the one that was in the robes was the one that was in red.
Okay. But where's Bubbles? There's no Bubbles?
Trevor,
get Bubbles?
Trevor and Slippy look at you and kind of like hold their head down, and we're just like, he was at the entrance. He was one of the first to be grabbed and pulled away.
Pulled away.
They
All the way.
They took hostages.
I don't think it was hostages they took.
Ooh.
They didn't try to compromise Gromit. They came here for one thing. And it wasn't us.
Where they came from?
And it wasn't us.
Oh. I know what they wanted.
We only found that out later.
Yeah, look at Evan. I'm like, I don't think you're going to get your Corium.
Yeah, I figured that the things that we had fought probably used it all in creating their monstrosities. That's rough. I'm sorry, Grant. See, this is occurred.
What happened to the golden one?
He points to the north.
The door?
To the north, sorry. The north.
Oh, the north.
The north
God,
tunnel
I
way.
still can't hear.
The north tunnel way. I am kind of like talking a bit low, like in like a distressful kind of way.
Somber tones.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll go to the north doorway.
Yeah, you would know.
North.
You would know and remember the business spa is exactly where the
Right.
gold one would reside because it was like the giant pool. So you go into the northern tunnel and you head your way west. But as you begin to like cross your way back over and go back to the north, where there used to be light shining into that room by like candles and torches, a lot of that room is into straight darkness, because as you begin to walk into this large circular room, there is an even bigger like a circle that almost matches the perimeter. That is a hole in the ground. You can see the natural spring water that still trickles out of the wall trickles down straight into the darkness, as if the spa or the pool of water that he and everything that they had resided in is gone.
Wow.
A hand comes to your shoulder here, Gromit. And it's Slippy. No, I had Slippy already, so Slippy was gone. I apologize.
Slippy was there. I said Slippy was there.
Yeah, we'll say that this one's Trevor.
Okay.
Trevor grabs your shoulder for a second and says, "They preached to us that the Lord of Hunger would take us. And it came. And it did."
Well, I don't know what to do now. Ugh.
The Lord of Hunger came.
What
So
is
these,
it?
What was it?
These things were not just
What was it?
spouting
Yeah, what was
nonsense.
it?
Only,
It's a thing? It's an actual thing?
Only a few of us saw it. The Lord of the ones that are ravenous and crazy, those are like the babies to the Lord of Hunger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
When it burst through, it shined purple and green in all parts of its body. It was almost unstoppable in its force. It knew what it wanted. And the only reason that it stopped was because it got what it wanted.
Mm-hmm.
well, this has got exponentially worse than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, this is very concerning.
Trevor lets go of Gromit's shoulder. And he's like, "I don't know what you're gonna do, but
What do you want me to do? Like,
he just kind of hangs his head, and he's in so much disbelief, and
Well, I mean,
says to you that, "Gromit, I'm just glad you weren't here for what happened to our people." And he turns back and walks to the section where all of your people were left.
well, Grandma, I know what we're going to do next. We're going to kill the Lord of Hunger for you. I mean, you said
Yeah,
you were out for vengeance, right? Well,
yep, and
let's
now
aim
it's what we're getting.
Let's aim that shit like a torpedo at this thing.
Precisely. I have no idea what a torpedo is, but let's take it down.
Well, you're not from
An eye for an eye is the best form of law.
You realize that means... Never mind. You know, never mind. I'm not even going to go there with you.
You only
But
say
it
that
is
because you agree.
very disturbing to know that these things are making such bold moves. I mean, it can only be fueled by whatever's going on in the sky. They're starting to come out of the woodworks. This is bad. I don't know if solving this will be from killing the Lord of Hunger, but I mean, I can understand doing that if it's going to do shit like this. This could
Your
have been my
best shot.
hometown. I'm who's to know it wasn't my hometown. So we need to go back to my place, actually. Seeing this makes me realize, I may dislike my family, but I don't want this to happen to them.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I gotta figure some stuff out. Maybe we can get the grungs out of here. Somewhere nice.
Evan,
Pond.
do you remember what I said about the mine?
I mean, specifically, I just remember it was a Corium mine, and like they got very little from it. It was going deeper and deeper.
And then they found something.
Yeah. That
What
part.
did they find?
We didn't know. We never found out.
Well,
Exactly. That's playing in the back. We need to go back to my place if we can. I mean,
let's see what we can do for these grungs here.
yeah.
And then we go back to your hometown. See what we can do for them there.
Okay. As you guys continue your way back to the center part of Grung Town, you guys see that there is like the blood that is like staining the sides of the walls. You don't know if it's between grungs or ratlings, but the fighting was immense, and it didn't seem to stop until it had to, or until they chose for it to stop. You guys head back into the center area where some of the healthier grungs are getting pallets of water and trying to prepare like baths and stuff. As you can see, it's been 12 hours and there's not a whole lot more time before some of the grungs start getting dehydrated.
Yeah, we gotta get to water. Like these guys, we're gonna start drying out.
I saw that sprinkle of natural water in the back. If there's only a way we can somehow use that. I know it's going into the giant canyon now. But
It's the best bet,
There
I
has to be
think.
some way to use it.
yeah, there's got to be some way we can try and.
You did have other pools of water where like I have written like weapons pooling, like poison pools. Like that's where you guys were working together, and then to the second entrance on the right is the Grung's workers water stations, and it's just like you guys could refuel there. But like they're just gathering buckets of water and just bringing it to the center area as they all kind of like look at you guys and they're just like, could you make some pits? Could you dig some holes we can put the water in?
Oh, give me a shovel. Where's the shovel?
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I have a shovel in my inventory by chance?
They would have them. Like
Okay.
they have these like like picking tools and shovels and stuff. So
Yeah, I'm gonna help them dig some holes. Diggy holes.
okay, are you guys all
Todd's
down
gonna
for it?
shovel, and then like right next to him, there's just a shovel floating and shoveling by itself.
Shoveling is an action, sir.
It's not an attack.
There,
Oh, true. He can be
Yeah.
a floating shovel.
He's holding it so the
There is-
shovel's invisible.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
No,
he's holding
things
the
that the specter holds stay visible.
Ah, okay. If it says that,
Like
then
it
says that.
specifies that.
Okay, fair enough.
Gertie, would you like to help out with the grungs in any way that you can?
No. But
Wow, rude.
Wow.
Rude.
Wow, what a bitch!
She is going to go around and do some investigating, though. She wants to see if she can get like more descriptions from the rungs, look at the different wounds, and see like what additional information that she can gather, like where specifically they came from, how they attacked, if they said anything other than just raving chants about the lore or stuff.
Okay. If you can get a charisma based roll that you would like to make based on that, because you're gonna kind of like bounce from person to person,
Yes.
then I will let you pick a charisma based roll that you can choose to do.
Cool.
And you guys are digging holes. Gromit, what would you like to be doing?
I'll help with holes as well, but I'll also look around. Who's the red? I mean, I want to know who the red grung is. I don't remember.
Yeah, so his name is actually in French. It's like Coussé de Gren Assel.
Also,
I'm-
if there's
He's
if
got
there's
like
a
robes.
possibility, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If there's a possibility of me collapsing like the back wall of that like hole to
Right.
try and fill it in, I would be willing to spend a spell slot to cast Thunderwave or something like that if I could do something like that.
Maybe you go propose an idea to one of the grungs.
Mhm.
Okay. So, I guess we'll start with Gertrude here.
Gertie's gonna choose persuasion.
Okay.
Try to like get them to trust her and persuade them that she's like there to help and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Give me DC 13.
Okay, I might go offline in a second because I'm back.
That's a 10 plus 4, 14.
Just makes it. Okay. I'll go to the bathroom and Connor can come back online and we'll get back to it.
Yeah, I'm just home now, so I'm gonna lose connection in the elevator, and I'll be on.
Yeah, man. Yep, we'll wait for you to come back.
All right.
So,
Well, I'm just sitting here painting kite.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the washroom quick, and I'll be right back.
All right. So we have to fight storm vermin now.
Yeah, with radiant damage. Fun.
I think that's the Corium,
Mhm.
not the radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's causing the radiant. I think.
That just lets us know that those things will hurt if they get close.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, I guess they can only use it once because that
Maybe once per turn.
both times and it only worked.
I feel it's like a smite effect.
So we got to figure that out.
It feels like a smite effect. Also, I made that way too dark. Wow, that is just black.
But I guess before Connor comes fully back online at his house, what do you guys think?
I
Devastating,
think we're
and I
gonna
love
fight
it.
the Lord of Hunger and shit on his dinner table. It's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Good session to come back to 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
Gets you guys nice and interested again.
Mm-hmm. 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 Shoot more rats.
Shoot more rats. Anything else from you guys before keep on going to Grungtown?
I'm just sitting here wondering, like, You know what I mean?
What
Like,
did they
how do
take?
these
Did
guys
anyone
know
see
where
what
to
they
tell
took?
when? That's a good question we should ask them.
What?
You know?
I'll go ahead and ask him. Fuck it. Todd's gonna go around and ask if anyone saw what they took, why they left.
What the ratlings took?
Yeah.
So
What specifically?
So Gertie's asking.
Mhm.
She specifically said she's gonna go around asking for more information about everything. So I'm gonna give it to her. She did the persuasion roll and rolled for it, and I'm gonna give her info from
I like it.
from discussing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're digging holes, my friend.
Oh, inadvertently, like before, I know I probably only had like minutes left on my scare of whatever, but I would have considered everybody allies around me. So all of the grungs, if they are not in the middle of a long rest, they just have temporary hit points.
Okay. Why couldn't
I
you have
love
been
it.
here sooner?
It's so overpowered because it's like all creatures within 10 feet of me.
Just anything you choose to target, basically.
Yep.
And I don't know when Connor's gonna come back, but I'm sorry to give your backstory a dark twist.
Yeah.
But so far,
Yeah.
you're not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Evan's backstory was pretty normal up until there was a mining accident and something ate his dad.
No, he
Something
saw his
probably ate
dad
my
before he left town. He saw that
Yeah, that's true.
he didn't go into the
We
second
didn't
one.
see him after he left town, and there was that mining shit and an explosion.
Mm.
So I'm gonna say his dad was left in pit and something ate his dad. I feel like that's a safe guess. I feel like that's a place he'd go.
So I can't wait to get back to the surface and ask Dean. Dean, did you happen to notice if there was any crazy fox people trailing us? Because we're in the plains. You could have seen it in all directions. Hopefully he wasn't too distracted by the trying to corral these unwieldy horses.
Yeah. I can't believe I rolled that animal handling. It was like, yep, you got a 3. It's just like, yep. He says he's gonna do.
He just punches a horse.
Totally got this, guys. Doesn't look hard.
Now you realize, Will, if he fucks up and loses our horses, you get to tell him he has to drag the wagon.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't even get a choice in the matter.
Okay. Connor, are you back or
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So Gertrude, we're gonna go with yours first.
Okay. What do you need from me?
You made the roll for the persuasion check. We're gonna go through it.
Yes. Okay.
So you were wondering about like where they came from, and they go to start to describe that waves of regular ratlings and these mutation ratlings started flooding the front. So a lot of the forces began to join the front the front of like the of Grungtown, and they have it specifically made that way where there's a wide berth entrance, but there's a narrow pathway to come in. They know that they can be low on numbers, but you can only fight within like the narrowed hallway or the narrowed like tunnel that they've made. So they can put all their forces in there to defend against like large numbers. They said that it was waves of them, that they would slaughter them, but they would just keep fighting. It almost seemed like it was the distraction for what was to come. It was when the earth began to rumble and they knew that a cavern had been opened somewhere deep within Grungtown. One more wave tried to finish them off, but a few of them still survived, surely because of the tactic of survival by the Grungs to live with their town. They go to explain that if they knew that they were going to be, like, they were so outnumbered, if they were caught anywhere else, they're pretty sure that they wouldn't have survived. A few of the Grungs did stay back with the gold one, and a few of them were able to escape outside of the ring before what they say is the Lord of Hunger came through. And they say it was very clear, but it swallowed up the Lord of the Sun, which was the Golden Grung, in one go.
Now, when they say it swallowed it up, does it mean the largest ratling? Like, I want them to describe the Lord of Hunger more, because they were talking about how the messed up ratlings that we just fought before, that those were like the babies of the Lord of Hunger.
That's right.
I want more specifically about the Lord of Hunger that swallowed their golden sun.
They said that there was times where they swore that its fingers, like its long, jagged fingernails, would glow. There was corium and shards and chunks rammed into all sorts of parts of its body, as if this stuff made it bigger, stronger, more ruthless, and more uncontrollable. They said that it was a massive creature that ripped through the ground, like as if it was nothing to it. It tunneled its way, and it knew where to go, as if its keen senses were just dialed in. They say that the Lord of Hunger had looked like a rat, but it just was so much more feral, where a lot of its fur had come off. It had where it was growing so big, its skin would begin to split, and in where the meat of the creature would be glowing muscle on the inside of it. There would be large shards jammed into its head, into its neck, into its shoulders, its arms, and its legs. They said it was just this creature that just wouldn't stop. It knew what it wanted.
And it wanted specifically to go after the Golden Sun, or just to completely obliterate the Grung town?
They go to explain that inside the business spa that they called it, where the fat golden grung would never leave the pool of water, they had Corium sit in with him. They thought it was like a high-prized piece of jewelry rock. And they weren't wrong. It is worth a lot of money. But they had Corium themselves, the grung. And it was in where the golden grung used to reside.
So how big was the golden grung?
That's what I'm wondering. Did it grant the Golden Grung any special abilities other than just a change of color? Because if they're ramming all of these shards of Corium into essentially the Rat King, then the Golden Grung who stayed in it all the time must have been enormous.
So that's the thing. He just hung out around it. He never actually had to interact with it. They go to tell you that the gold grung means that you are the top rank among the grungs.
So Evan would be curious to how big the golden grung actually was, because if you said he was swallowed by this thing in one go, well, how big is the golden grung? I mean, if it's the size of a small dog, then I don't care. If it's the size of a cow or something, I'd be like, oh god.
They say that the golden grung was bigger than the average human.
Okay. Now I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was big and meaty, and I said he had rolls on rolls on rolls. He was chunky. Like he was like the Jabba the Hutt of the Grunts.
I'm just thinking like compared to like Gromit, which is kind of small.
Yeah.
I was like, from Gromit's point of view, yeah, anything bigger than him might look massive.
Right. But this thing was getting closer to human size, so like
Yeah.
it was
So-
a bit of growth.
It's like, gotcha. It's like, oh, okay.
And it was
So this would have been like Godzilla to you, Gromit.
Maybe if it can eat.
What's Godzilla?
The gold one was like big, like bigger than me, like bigger than you, bigger than all of you.
Well, I'm not sure what a Godzilla is, but I did hear this weird story about a turtle.
I heard they live in mountains.
Anthrax, roll me a history check. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I could if you want.
He's busy digging.
Damn it.
What was the question that you wanted to also ask, Will? What was like
No, just specifically, what was it that they took?
right? And now you can
Um,
find out it was like the coins and the corium and like the jewels that they had at the fountain of water that they had where the golden grung used to reside.
hmm Okay. Definitely came for the Corium. Fuck these rats. They are
You know what? I would
absolutely.
have a question I would have Purity like go around and ask while we're digging holes for these grungs to bathe in,
Mhm.
essentially. I have a question I would ask her to, try and get to the bottom of.
Okay.
The question I would have her ask is like, how many does she think do these things think that there were of these weird mutated rats?
Maybe a
Like how
dozen.
many in number?
Like a dozen. They threw like a dozen at them.
Doesn't.
Yeah, that's concerning. I don't think I don't think I could grapple that many at once.
That's a lot
Even
to
with
take on.
magic.
I don't want to get
I'm
overzealous.
good at
with my
wrestling. I
abilities.
was on the college wrestling team, but yeah, no, there's no way in hell I could grapple 12 dudes. Let alone a dude that was far bigger than me. I'd have to resort to using magic to equal out the size difference there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
See, good to know what we're up against, though.
yeah. Might have to beef up my gear before we go at that full head on. Progress.
About where they were heading after this.
They just left. They left as fast as they came. It's almost like a few of them just knew. As if they barely needed to talk. They came, they got, and they left. It was like a hurricane.
Well,
Like some sort of dipshit rat hive mind.
You've been watching too much Stranger Things.
No, I haven't been watching enough Stranger Things.
Okay, we will move on to Evan. Were you thought about destroying the way to the north? One of the grungs here, we're gonna say Gorf, who's one of the leading. He's purple, so
Okay.
you don't quite know what that means, but he's purple, and he leads you He says it's a great idea, but maybe the two entrance ways, the one that comes south of it and the one that comes west of it, maybe if you can destroy those two passageways and kind of seal the hole instead of getting rid of the whole north end.
Okay. Well,
He kind of looks at you and he's like a little bit back from the way that you can see the big hole in the ground. And he goes just like, what do you think you could do about it?
so, and I just like look at him. I was like, so you really think I should seal these entrances rather than trying to just seal the hole and hopefully make another pool out of the water that's dripping in from that? That looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like he's suggesting to wreck that side and this side.
Mm-hmm. Instead of trying to wreck the back of it and cause a cave in to seal the hole.
Oh, you could try to do that from up top, for sure. You do like a cave in as well, yeah.
Because that was my goal, just to seal the hole, and then like once it got like completely blocked, once again it would create a pool of obviously much cleaner water for these grungs.
Okay. What spell would you like to try to use?
Thunder wave.
That's like an echoing out, right?
Yeah, an AoE thunder damage, and then let's see here. It's a 15-foot cube originating from me. So I don't know. Like my goal was to try and get it in the back, because it says unsecured objects that are completely within are automatically pushed 10 feet away.
Is it a touch spell?
It is a like area of effect spell that originates from me, like in a 15-foot cube. So how high is the ceiling then?
It's like 20 feet.
Then that wouldn't work. Okay.
I
Well,
was
then
going to suggest, like, touch spell, you could use your familiar to go up to the roof and kind of go off. Because I like the creativity of it. I'd just like you to make some kind of roll to try to...
See, my idea was to just go behind the hole and hit the ground in the back of it and just like collapse it into like a ditch rather like and just seal it in as much as possible, you know what I mean?
Okay. Do you know the damage range from the spell?
15-foot cube.
Damage range from
2d8.
Like 2d8?
Yeah.
So between 2 and 16?
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you cast a spell if you can do more than 11 damage. I'll let it happen.
Okay.
How's that?
I'll take it.
So it's the upper percent of damage? What?
Damn. 9.
Okay. You send your familiar down, kind of like allow the shockwave to kind of go out, and you can see that there is some crumble that falls like into the hole, but not it doesn't quite get enough to fill it. More of the water begins to trickle over the new debris and kind of goes and flutters into different, and river flows down into different directions before still going down into the hole.
Well, frustrated, I also take a shot at it with my pistol. Even though it does nothing. I'm just like, yeah.
You take one shot and there's just a rattling that just pops up and just goes through his head.
It's like, I wasn't even trying that time. All right, well, that's unfortunate. And
He tried.
I just tell I rendezvous with the rest of the party.
Okay. Gromit, was there anything else specifically you'd like to try to also be doing other than getting in the water?
I remember before I got cut off, I think I was going to try and talk to the red ones. I don't
Yes,
remember anything. Yes.
you would like to. You can call him Kusi.
Lucy.
Kusi, Cuisse. That's how I'm.
You're a little bit Lucy.
Man, gotta love that koozie.
Yeah.
He's
I don't remember talking to him before.
he was the one who brought you all the way to the Golden Grung before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Who like
Okay,
basically
so he's
led
an
you to your.
asshole.
He's the one who led you to your execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the
Guess who's
robes.
back?
Back again.
Grommet. Under other circumstances, I would welcome you with more resilience, but yeah, if he's here, what would you like to do?
I don't know.
Oh,
Just ask like who's in since big guy's gone. Who's can control now?
he kind of looks around and he goes, "Well, nobody's really able to step up. Nothing's really changing."
So there's no more work orders.
It's all survival, Grommet. It's all survival.
What else do we need? Are you guys going to stay here or are you going to leave?
I think the ones who made it are too afraid to leave. We're just gonna try to make our haven here until maybe we all breach the surface.
Oh, you're digging up? What?
We might, if another wave happens or something happens, we won't be able to stay. And if the Ratlings own the sewers, then we can't stay there either. Then the surface is where we last have our shot or chance. It's survival, Grommet.
And there's some towns with sewers that have rat problems, but they might be able to let you, live underneath them.
Maybe, Grommet. Maybe.
Like the one place that I keep forgetting the name. You got rid of rats there.
Then we will try to breach the surface. When we gather ourselves and everybody's well enough to travel.
So you guys don't have legs, so they're not really well enough. And they won't be well enough. But
Yeah, there is also that.
we should get the whole fixed, and then we can. I don't know. I really don't know what to do.
Don't really know how much there is to do, Grommet.
Gotta be a lake or something.
We will try to breach the surface, Grommet, when we can.
What's Slippy? When did Slippy come back? I thought he was like off with.
I think he wanted to reunite with us for a little bit, but then the worst came, and
Slippy knows some places. Maybe he can fit. I'm gonna go talk to Slippy then.
okay. You go to see
Slippy.
Slippy is also like, he's not missing any limbs, but he is grievously wounded, and he's like exhausted.
Slippy.
Hey ho.
All right. Hey ho. Where are your where's your buddies?
Oh, they're on the surface. I just thought I'd come down to say goodbye to the. You reminded me of what it was like, and maybe it was a good time to say goodbye instead of just running away. Huh? What timing, Grommet? What timing?
Yeah, that sucks. You guys travel around. Is there any spot where the grunts can go where they won't be attacked by rats again?
I think we're just gonna leave, Gromit.
Yeah, I know that, but like, wait. Are you leaving with the grunts, or are you just going to leave and do nothing?
I'm gonna help as much as I can. When they're ready to make a decision, I'll help them with it.
Yeah, but do you know any place they can go with like water that's not being attacked by rats?
It will have to be the surface at the corner
Yeah,
of
I
the.
know the surface. I mean, like a specific place in the surface, like a lake, water.
Maybe the new town that's being developed at the surface. It's close to where the river meets the mountainside.
Okay, well, we'll have to check that out then.
It would be a journey for the Grungs.
Yeah, good. I think that's all I can think. I'll think for a bit. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay.
That map again.
Right. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do? Okay.
Nope,
As you
just
guys
getting ready to kind of keep eye out in case any more stragglers of those rats try and finish up the rest of them.
as you guys continue making the hole in the ground here, you can see that many of the grungs fill this ditch that you guys have shoveled out, like all together, and start filling it with water. And those that are able to stand and those who are able to get in the water do so and begin doing their like hourly recovery, because quite a few of them are just some of them are sleeping from exhaustion. Some of them are just grievously wounded and maybe should just keep getting water tossed on them for a little while. But
I'm actually gonna go through like in ritual casts like as much as I can. So like every 10 minutes, purify food and drink on
okay.
5 foot radius of water,
Okay. Very good. Then you
free
could
of poison
clean
and
out the
disease.
whole pool then. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You can see that there's a little bit of order to Grungtown, but it's hanging in there. Gorf comes to you, Gromit. The purple. You guys would see a purple Grung approach Gromit and says, "If you wish to stay with us, we would love your help. But I know you were sent off, and I know you must have feelings about that from us."
Kind of, especially you.
But please, just know that we will always try to be there for you. I know it's bad timing.
Well, I'm gonna go back out there, find out where this Lord of Hunger guy is.
Okay.
Hopefully, do something about that, and I will keep my ear out for anything like a new home or somewhere that we could probably make a better life, or maybe just work with more, poisoning weapons, stuff like that.
Maybe work better with the surface.
Yeah,
Okay. You always said that it wasn't so bad.
I kept telling you that for fucking years.
Gorf kind of hangs his head and looks back with you towards the shambles of what's left.
Well, I guess I got other spots to do, and I will be running and doing my job, finding stuff or something, mapping. What do runners do again? I don't.
Your job is the runner, Gromit. Your job
Okay,
is the runner.
I'll find the new home.
Never stop running. I
And
imagine.
I'll just stand there awkwardly because
Yeah.
it's very because I still don't really like him.
I'm gonna stand there awkwardly because that's terrible advice.
I
Oh,
imagine
wait, so
that.
you're saying I should leave and not help? What?
No, you are right. You might need to find us a new home. And who better than our own runner?
Yeah. Okay.
Please,
I'm just
Gromit.
gonna lean. I'm just gonna lean over to Gromit and just whisper, like, "Weren't you just recently promoted when you came to go get me?"
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is like your second runner assignment,
Yeah.
and they're trying
Oh,
the entire relocation of the rest of your species.
I don't know. There's got to be more grungs out there. There can't just be like 50 of us. That's stupid. I
She's
think.
gonna slap him on the back and be like, "What a promotion! I'm so excited for you."
Well, I think only the one grung could, the golden one could do that, and he's kind of not here, so I don't think it's just ceremonial, not as so much like actual job.
Okay.
But okay,
So are you guys going to leave after helping? Pretty much?
I
What
guess.
else do you think we can do for these frog people?
Yeah, once we're convinced they're at least stabilized,
Mm-hmm.
hurt but stabilized.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you guys go to make your way out of the entrance to Grungtown and make your way out, you just hear them. You hear the small muttering between the species and them shuffling back to work, just trying to help out one another as best as they can. Gromit, you stop to turn and look around and see the home that you lived in for basically all of your life. Standing at the foot of the entrance of your Grungtown, everybody else turns to look at you. Gromit, can you give me a description of what you look like again?
Sure, let me just find which mic it is. Uh, oh God. One sec.
Yep.
One sec.
Mhm.
Gotta go through all your guys. Kind of like it's mostly green, brown top on his head, like green nose and cheeks. The throat is white, the stomach is as well, and green hands. Big, big frog eyes.
So he's like a mix between brown.
Dirty go eyes.
He's
Yeah,
like
he's
brown
like one of
and
those like
green.
green frogs, brown green frogs.
Right. The rest of the party turns to look at Gromit, and you guys can notice that there's blotches starting to develop on him, like almost like a giant paint splatters of a like vibrant orange.
Hey, did you get something nice?
What?
Just
Like do this for me, and I kind of like motion like I'm rubbing my face.
almost like imagine like
Okay.
a handprint, like a painted handprint, like blotches on his, like just a couple parts of his body.
Oh,
You can't
What?
see color though.
I can see shades.
Yep.
Well, I've seen the movie Jurassic Park. I know what frogs do.
I turned water gay.
But the rest of you see like a couple of blotches on Gromit go from green and brown to like a sand orange color.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay, Gromit?
Yeah.
Oh, fine by me. I think it just
Alright,
that's what happens.
that's how fucking frogs work assumption.
Right?
You're orange.
What does that mean?
Like a little bit of you is like orange.
Okay. I don't get that. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You've
You changed color, mate. You changed color.
You would at the very least notice he was a different shade of gray, right?
yes, he would, and that is
Yeah.
a very specific shade of gray that you would notice
Oh.
on yourself. You knew specifically one of the orange grungs that were there. Do you want to roll me a history check to know what you know about the orange grungs?
Um, 7.
Roll me it with advantage. You are outside your city, outside your town, and it's your people. I was gonna say it before you rolled. I didn't.
Oh, it's a natural 20 now.
Whoa.
That was
Big
a leap.
difference.
The quantum
Very
leap.
nice.
When they say that you're orange, you remember as a young grungling they would try to explain to you over and over again what the ranks and the colors meant. How like your kind, the green, were meant to do like vigorous work for all the others. That
Yep.
red were the magic keepers and the studiers. That purples were like the management of the lower class. The blue and the green. The gold was the standout leader who could take the grungs from being a whittling species to being a thriving one. But the orange ones breeded courage and strength and vigor. They were known to be the strongest, the bravest, and the most courageous.
Well,
They were one rank under the gold.
apparently, cool. I don't really understand them that well, but I guess I'm one of the higher ups or something. I got promoted.
What?
I don't
That's
know.
based off your Keller.
And they kept saying so. I never saw it. I didn't get it.
You
I
know,
don't
the fact
understand.
the fact that you changed Keller, I can understand that. But if everybody was born a certain Keller and you didn't get, I guess, promoted by changing, that would just be a horrible system.
I
Yeah,
thought
that
it's a
sounds
horrible.
like a really shit system of governance. Like,
That's what
I
I.
don't know, like pulling sword out of stone or some shit.
That's what I didn't understand. Everyone looks the same. I don't know how they made this system. Like they just had jobs.
Well, everyone looks the same to you, Gromit,
Yeah, exactly.
but not to
I
everybody
guess.
else.
Yeah, there were a lot of different colors down
You're at
there.
least smart
I'll
enough to
just let you
understand
know.
that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 30% sure I saw pink grung.
But I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I thought it was purple.
You say
That might be. I might be. But
you saw red and purple. Yeah.
But if I'm orange now, my poison changes its feature now.
Does it actually?
Yeah, ground poisons vary on the color.
I'm saying you're kind of spotted. Like imagine like a handprint worth of color is like on you in like
Okay.
a few different places. You're not like fully changed, but you're like there's like a development all of a sudden.
Interesting.
I just realized if I just regularly poison someone, green grungs creature can't move except climb or make standing jumps.
Yeah, we'll go over if you get some new features or anything from here. But I think
Orange's creature is frightened of its allies.
But I think we're gonna come to the end of the session.
All right.
Fair enough.
I guess at the end of the session, you guys want to do any discussions? What you like, what you didn't like?
I didn't like that the Grungs got fucked.
You know
But
what I didn't like? I didn't
all
like
died.
watching my friend get his ass whooped by like 4 different fucking rats.
Those fucking dirty rats kept going after our buddy.
I know those bastards.
One of them survived.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Let the rat god sort them out, and then kill the rat god too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Rip and tear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Also,
Got to
I'm like
get-
30% of the way done with painting kite.
I got to get multiple headshots in.
Yes, you did. You got 2?
Yep.
Yeah, 2 finishers.
You're fine, kid.
Anything else from anybody about tonight's happy ending?
I'm just super excited that the mushrooms did not have any play other than, hey, look, we're here. Stay away from us. Yep, gotcha. We're going to do that.
Exactly that.
Gromit got some very good survival rolls.
Yeah, finally.
That damn time.
Yeah. Last time it was hot garbage the whole way through. It's just like, yep,
As-
it's get more dangerous.
As soon as we got down there, and you're like, you see 3 tunnels. And I was like, good God, here we go again.
Flashbacks.
PTSD. Fuck no, I'm not going up in the front.
Yeah, Kelly, what do you think then? You got more? Does this answer some of your questions, or just make more theories?
It does answer some of my questions, particularly about the Lord of Hunger, which is basically just like a steroid jacked up rat. So that's at least a little less intimidating.
Less.
Yeah, because at least now we know what we're dealing with.
See, it seems like we're gonna need a cat to sort out this rat.
I
And some turtles.
I got a
am
cat.
really glad. I am really glad that that a goodly amount of the grungs did survive. Like, I was so afraid that we were gonna get there and they were all already going to be dead, or that we were gonna get there just in time to watch all of them die. So
I
I'm
mean, that's
glad-
exactly what I would do. So
yeah.
Yeah, you would.
I would. I've legitimately straight up told you. Yes, that's exactly what I would do.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're still there. That's not out of the question.
Mm-hmm. And some of them were kidnapped. So we have another chance of still even saving more.
If they're not food or experimented on.
Yeah, they may or may not have been
It's
experimented.
mostly gonna be food.
Yeah.
Mostly food.
Like they'll focus on
Gromit.
Gromit when they saw Gromit, so that has to be like their preferred food option. Just like my
Yes.
preferred food option is making them eat a dick.
So, part of me wonders what would happen. Took the chip in the shard of corium that I have and surgically implanted it into Dean.
Oh my gosh. Why are you guys all so mean to Dean?
Well, I mean,
I didn't use poison on my weapons to fight those
Oh my
rats.
god, I just see you doing that and then being like, take care of the Lord
Well,
of
why
Hunger.
why use
Take
it
care
on
of
Dean
the
when
Lord
we
of
have a
Hunger.
perfectly
And then throw him in the hole.
Ah!
yeah.
why use it on Dean when we have a perfectly disposable slime wizard? Worst case
Why use
scenario,
it
it
on
like
the-
doubles my
You
slime.
really want to die, don't you?
doubles my
You
slime.
know,
What? Why use it on the
Muscle.
slime wizard when we have a perfectly disposable Dean?
That's fair.
There's
back.
no muscle for us to cram it into. Like you are just slime. It might destroy the corium rather than activate it.
Must
Or
be interesting.
or it just infuses into my body and I double in my size. I'm an even bigger slime now.
Theories. The theories.
Could I create a Bane apparatus using Corium at this point?
That like you get you can command.
No. He's talking venom injections.
Yeah.
Like a thing that where like he presses a button and it like beefs somebody up.
And then, that was like I'm all
Like an on and off switch to its
raged
power.
out. Or no, more or less like just the on switch and a effect that lasts so long or not, like it wears off over time. There's no like off button. It's just like you press it.
Low power mode.
Or no, like you press the button, they get really juiced up, and it lasts until it fades away, it wears off over time.
It wears off. It wears off.
All you will
said
have to
used
do is
it.
experiment. But what you've noticed at the same time is if the host dies, the shards seem to go with it. Like they attune to another, like to each other.
So we keep it alive. Whatever unfortunate victim becomes the corium, like infused monstrosity.
Monster. All I
But
can
yeah,
see.
That's
all
why
I-
I was trying to lop off the arm.
Oh, all I can see that's running through probably Todd's head is just like, yeah, let's infuse Dean and then send him back to town, like back to his hometown.
Yeah, right.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
I could see you doing it.
Like, look at the monster you made. Just send him back. But I'm glad that this, as much of a turn as it takes, it refreshes like some new interesting bits. I was really excited for this next one, but like it's been like 3 weeks because of mayhem.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's how they go.
I was very excited to put some new fresh interest into stuff, especially having the mutations.
It was good.
Yeah, where you guys were probably just like, yeah, like all the rattlings are weak. Bang, bang, I'm level 4 now. Bang, bang, I'm level 5. And it's just like, let's turn it up.
Level 5. When do we get level 5?
Not yet, but when you do.
I was gonna say, are we level 5?
No, not
Oh
yet.
shit!
When
Oh shit!
just one session. Yep, level 5, man.
It's like, that was a little fast forward, but sure.
Look, I'm not gonna argue with it with additional levels.
But
You want to know the one way to get me to take a warlock deal? Point blank, tell me I get warlock levels just for free, and I'm just gonna go, okay, this is gonna be terrible, but I have to take that deal.
oh my god, I can see you like trying to like attune to a god by like smashing up Corium and then like huffing it and just being like, let the gods dig me. See what comes out on the other.
That's good shit.
Yeah, and see what comes out on the other side.
You've got ghosts in your blood. Gotta do some corium about it.
Yeah. Tony Montana Warlock.
Buddy, I just need a shot.
Say hello to my patron's little friend.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a shard, man. Yeah, you guys got a shard on you? Just itching his
Y'all
neck.
motherfuckers got any more of that corium?
Yep. That fuck over.
That would be really
Though
funny.
I am curious to see. So, what could Evan make with this corium? Like is there something like
you've
come
known
up
on the
with-
you've known on the surface that it can generate power for tools.
Yeah, but like, as a player, what am I allowed to make?
Yeah.
From the
How
dimensions,
crazy can we get with this?
from what the dimensions that I told you, based on the
How
size of the
cuckoo
thing that you
can
have,
we
you
get
can see
with
how
these
much
Cocoa Puffs?
energy it generates. And then
Can I make a stun baton?
you could upgrade a weapon of choice. Yes, as long as it meets like the dimensional requirements of how much energy you had for the weapon. Do know that the bigger pieces that you get, the higher the chances of failure become.
Okay.
So it's not just natural
Bigger
ones.
piece, bigger explosion.
It'll be like 1 2s, and then it'll be like 1 2s and 3s. Like your higher chances of it exploding become higher as it becomes more
okay. So
unstable.
it uses misfire rules.
Yeah, but what if the explosion is the goal?
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's not a stun gun then.
Well, I mean,
You're trying to make a bomb.
if it's got a failure rate, then I'll make that the feature. It's not going to be a bug.
But the explosion also harms you. Like it's
Hence the reason why now I'm wondering what I can make. Like
yeah. So I said,
C4 grenades or something like that.
so you
No, trip mines.
Yeah. Landmines.
just, just a war field of these things. So you'd need
Well, how close can I get to a javelin?
I want it to be able to like seek arcane energy and just explode. It's like, oh, you're a high level wizard that just radiated spell slots?
Well, fire and forget technology is a thing now.
I just imagine you shaving it down and just having it like a frisbee.
Predator disc?
Yeah, just hawking this frisbee just made of straight corium with like a little gadget on top that just makes it explode.
You're like, it has a failure rate. Okay. Well, if it
How
doesn't
do I
kill
get
him,
that
hopefully it
failure rate
explodes and kills him.
to 100%?
Yeah, so there's you guys are probably gonna develop some janky mechanics that may or may not work. Like, please God, run it by me. Before you go too deep into your idea.
You know, like summoning dinosaurs.
Little thrown off. Had to deal with it.
Power a mechanical dinosaur.
Real mechanic.
Yeah, what if we make a mechanical dinosaur? I'll make a new hawk.
Mecha new.
Oh God, no! Do not give him Mecha New Hawk. That will be terrible. We will have to fight it. Our boy Kite is looking fucking.
No, this is amazing. Mecha New Hawk versus Lord of Hunger. Why not? 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Wait,
Mecha
in
New
that
Hawk.
context, does that make Lord of Hunger fucking Mothra?
I think it makes him like Mecha Godzilla.
No,
Or it makes him.
Mecha New Hawk's Mecha Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that would make Lord of Hunger like King Ghidorah or Destroya or something.
No, that makes
Probably
Lord of Hunger.
Destroya. Because
Makes
like
him.
I imagine Lord of Hunger's gonna have a Lord of Hunger late.
If it's Mecha Godzilla from the original one, then that would make Lord of Hunger King Caesar.
Yeah, sure.
King Caesar. But then that would mean New Hawk would have to help Lord of Hunger, so it doesn't make sense.
So, what would the failure rate on a pistol made with a chip of corium be? Because it doesn't tell me like failure rates on this. You just told me that there's like a growth of that.
There is the larger pieces get attached to it. So like the schematics that I gave you for building components are going to help you make the electronic that works with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to build like bigger and bigger components for the things that you want. So you're going to spend more resources like gold, iron, metal, silver, and gold, and copper and gold. I think I said to
You
build.
said gold twice, but I knew what you meant.
Yeah, to make components from that spreadsheet, and then it will help harness the power for utility with the item that you want in tangent. So if you use smaller pieces, your failure rate is 1. As you get up to like the mid range, it'll be like 1 to 3. And if you get to
So
like,
chip would be 1 to 3 then. That's what I was trying to ask.
yeah, I'd probably say 1 to 3s.
Because that's middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put that in electric baton, you're saying you roll a
What
1.
if you installed Corium in an arcane focus?
Oh my god.
What would that do?
So it's that's 2 different energies, right? Like your arcane
Yeah.
focus. Yeah. They probably don't merge. One probably takes the other over. Like the more dominant energy wins. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I'm just trying to decide, like,
What
I'm
if
trying to
New
think
Hawk?
of like how that would translate.
What if
Ate Corium? Would he be able to have a bigger
You ate it.
atomic blast?
I'm just gonna put it again. There's probably a failure rate to eating corium.
Yeah, but maybe New Hawk, because he's so ancient, he'd just be like,
Well, I mean, even if there's a failure rate, as long as it doesn't kill you,
yeah. Well,
yeah,
that
that
will eventually succeed.
that wouldn't kill New Hawk. Like, no, he's got like 110 damn health, I think.
All I'm saying is clearly it works on some people. We fought things that had it, and the Lord of Hunger has it. Like that's his goal in life is to eat curium. So
Yeah,
maybe it's just through pure will and determination whether or not you're gonna do it or not.
you need to want to fucking do it.
Do you think that would be a con save to eat corium?
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I would do it for a dragon's heart.
I don't know if this has that same kind of effect. I'm gonna leave that little bit of like shrouded mystery up in the air and not tell you
Until you've decided.
until someone dumb enough has chosen to. Yes.
Well, guess what? You've got a sticky, slimy boy that's just
You don't even
enough.
have teeth.
No, but I've got a body made of acid.
it's ass.
So yeah, it's like if I put it in you, did you eat it, or are you digesting it, or is it just floating around in you as an object?
It'd probably just float around me in me as an object. I'm not even sure Nick needs to eat.
If I apply electricity to corium, does it explode?
If you fracture Corium, does it?
you haven't done it, so you don't know. You've never seen people do that. You've known that they made devices that pull energy from it. You've never seen somebody send energy back into it.
Exactly.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's try it. On Dean.
Well,
Yeah.
no. This, if I was wanting to waste the little chip or whatever I have, I could test the theory by having my familiar at a safe distance away from
Oh.
me cast shocking grasp through like a ranged touch spell.
That'd be funny.
It's like, and then I just see it go. Oh, yeah. I think I learned on how I'm going to make these explosive devices through the sacrifice of. I should not name those cats, and I'm not going to. Through the sacrifice of the cat,
Just one at a time.
it's like I've learned how to use this.
You know that's the worst thing you can do is just make your players name their familiars.
Yeah, so making like a new power source that's like not like just in one spot, like a power plant where it's just kind of there, and making something really portable like this is and you can have smaller sizes and bigger sizes is really hard to navigate. And then also like leaving the whole like mystery aspect to it is really hard to navigate.
Well, so
But I think I have it
having
pretty locked down to like what I like about it.
having been in a campaign where my DM let me invent railguns and
So dangerous.
shit like that is
Mhm.
the answers you need to, or the questions you would need to answer are like, in wattage, how much does each put off, and
Right.
the maximum dimensions it would fall under.
You also have to know physics, electrical engineering. You have to know all this as the DM.
Right. Just baseline.
You just reach a conclusion, what feels right. But like, you don't want a tiny little shard to give off a kilowatt of energy. That's
No.
asking for a problem.
That's why I built like the schematic on what can do what.
I used something similar in a 3.5 campaign to kill Umberly.
That's
to
insane.
Just kill a god.
Yeah, that's insane.
But I was playing a conjuration transmutation wizard. So those were my schools of choice back then, because you could do some fucking wonky shit. But basically, I could make spell shards, which are these little crystals that store spell energy.
Cool.
And I asked my DM, if I use more energy to make them, can I make them bigger? And if they're bigger, do they store more energy? And the answer was yes, yes, and yes. So
Yikes.
eventually, I got him to agree with me that, a fireball is like a hand grenade. A hand grenade puts out this amount of energy. So I can store this amount of energy into one of these shards without it breaking, and I can store them in the form of electrical energy. Okay. So, I'm going to take wires from this shard to a coil. That coil is going to have a trigger word. And then I'm going to repeat this process 200 times.
Yeah. Yep.
So that it just has a little metal slug that is made of magical metal, and each coil targets that slug and casts magnetize, pull, on the slug.